Hello and welcome, everybody, to Master Swan Open 72. As you can see, we are down a puppet. Puppet is down. Don't worry about him. He will be back soon. TM. But for now, it's me, the greatest casting Jersey, because I'm the only one, joined by
the puppet, me, because I have the brain capacity of a puppet. Jace. Kuro. Let's go. This is exciting. It's our first time casting together. The two faceless. I think if you're a boss, Kuro, your name would be the polished, faceless clam. And I would be the puppet.
I will take that as a compliment.
Oh man. But let's go. Yes, I believe we're doing a cast across the ocean, so there might be a little bit of delay between us, thanks to the Discord server, but we are pretty much the casting Archon, I'd say. The budget casting Archon core.
Sure. I mean, we're not really an Archon because we both play Zerg.
Oh.
What do Zergs do?
We're the two Zerglings from the same egg.
I mean, I do have a brother, so.
Just brother zoned me. But yes, welcome everybody. We are going to be starting off Berlingrad, a wonderful, speaking of ZBZ, two Zergs, and this is exciting. These are two very good players, aren't they, Core?
No, they are. Both of those, I'm pretty sure Napolcochon won a few MSOs. I can't remember if Cheoklate. Look, I'm actually gonna look this up. Look, I have today, because Steel's not here, I have to do everything that Steel does and everything that I do, so that is fun.
You have double the workload. It's nothing for Kuro, she's prepared. There's a reason she's the 16th squad Senseki. That's because the first 15 squads weren't good enough.
Yes. I mean, some people have called me an octopus before, so... Oh yeah, I was also 16th squid Senseki. That's awesome.
The 16th squid. Alright, I'll be a cuttlefish. I'm not as worthy of the squid title yet, but I will be, yes. Or I can be a shrimp.
Okay, so Cheoklate has won 2 MSOs so far, and Napolcochon has won 3.
It's 5 MSOs between them. I'm gonna do some calculations. Hold on, I got this.
As the players are currently bantering in the chat, so I'm kinda waiting for them to get ready.
That's
Uh-oh.
No, that doesn't sound right. That's not 24%. Wait, no, that's 5. How do you find the percent of something, Kuro?
What?
I'm gonna find out how many of these two have won of all of the MSOs.
Have fun with that.
Like, you do that, yeah. I'll do the stuff that's important.
I mean, we've had 72 so far, so...
And they have won 5 between them, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Map on stream, guys. Map on stream.
Check this out. It is... Together they have won 6.9% of all MSOs. I'm not even kidding. Yeah?
Napol, are you ready? Napol! Okay, good.
He's ready!
We're going, guys! It's like, every time I'm asking you ready, and Cheoklate is like, okay, ready, and Napolcochon starts talking, just like saying things. I'm like, Napol, are you ready or not? I know that you're here, but are you ready?
He's just happy to see us. He's happy to be back. Again, yes, as you said, no Steel, no Puppet. I know the viewer count comes for the Puppet.
Yeah, I mean, you were joking, but we actually got a comment on YouTube that people...
It's great. But anyway, here we go, spawning in the top left position of this map, Berlingrad LE. It is the player. Oh no, I'm gonna stop this. Playing on. Oh, what's the team, Corey? GD8 Gaming. I knew it.
That's
Knew it.
GT18.
Oh, GD8 team. Okay. It's the blue Zerg against Napolcochon.
And in the bottom right corner of Berlingrad LE, we have the Red Zerg player representing Platinum Heroes in Singapore. It is Cheoklate. Yeah, they tried to teach us what GDA is. We failed, and they were like, you know what? Just say GDA. Just
GDA.
just don't even.
Nice and easy.
Don't even.
Exactly, Kuro, exactly. But yeah, here we are. Anyway, we got a bit of a Europe versus Southeast Asia to start, and both players, they're playing pretty standard so far.
I mean, I don't think either of them is known for being super cheesy. At the same time, I think both of them have a history of having some crazy games. I think especially Cheoklate sometimes. So
Yeah, I was thinking the True game. Cheoklate taking
Yeah.
a game off True, I'm sure you were too.
yeah, exactly. Cheoklate did take part in one of our Sparkling Tuna Cups, and he faced True, and he took a game of him by spine rushing.
Unbelievable. That gives me hope. Maybe I can spine rush someone good, like Cyril, but yeah, we see what are
mean,
these two drones doing? This is a gasless opening from Napolcochon, Kuro.
It is indeed. He's just gonna
Gasless.
Just
So, what this means, Kuro, we are most likely going to see a 2-base opening from our French Zerg player in that top left. I'm not sure if Cheoklate, if gasless not as common, not in the meta as much, if he recognizes from the drone count at the natural that it is a gasless opening. Meanwhile, because he's got that gas, he's going to start Ling speed, or he hasn't actually started it yet, Cheoklate. He has a bit more flexibility to his opening here, but we'll have to see how these players will deviate going into this game. And wow, Kuro, what a fast layer.
yeah, Cheoklate just going straight for the lair. I do wonder what the lair is for roaches, right? Of seeing that drone going there.
Ooh. I think it could indeed. This could be a very fast roach play here, but there we go. Ling's going to come in. They're going to get up the ramp, Kuro, and there's no queen in the main. She comes into the natural, and nice little scout off in the Napolcochon.
Indeed, and Chocolate actually made an Evo first, but there is this roach warren, so it will be for fast roaches indeed.
Yeah, and the thing is, just based off of the opening the Napolcochon going, he's going for 4 gases now. Because he didn't go for that Zergling speed, he's a little bit limited to what he can do. He can't really abuse this, he has no Ling speed, he can't be aggressive. He's gonna have to either, just get a fast layer himself with these 4 gases, or just kind of, I guess, feel it out and just play a macro game with his own roach warren. But so far, yeah, nothing too crazy, no layer yet.
I'm actually surprised that he's not getting any tech yet. All these gas, he must be going for a Spire, right? Right?
I'd say that does look pretty spiry. We go Roach Warren going down, however, but this looks like we're gonna have a fast +1 attack, and just looking at the Overlord positioning from Cheoklate, I think, what do you think he could go for a creep highway across, or he's just gonna go for an attack?
I mean, it's possible, but I think he's just gonna attack, okay? Look, what I'm waiting for is for people to start using Overlords as the highway, just like Mio did way in the past, okay?
The Overlord highway.
Yes.
I love that, yes.
I want that.
Instead
It's so cool to see, like, when people use those little things.
It is, yeah. And it's the thing that separates the really good players from just the good players. But we see Cheoklate's gonna get a scout off and see the lair coming for Napolcochon too. And he sees the drones popping, he's gonna feel very comfortable.
Going for a freight base of his own, it is scouted by Napolcochon, but he does not have the forces to deny it.
Yep, obviously getting pushed away. One of the advantages of that super fast lair that Cheoklate went is this Overseer can bank energy, come in for a corruption. What are they called? The contaminate.
Contamination. There you go.
But Kuro, are you seeing what I'm seeing in the main base of Napolcochon? It's Ling speed.
What? Oh, why?
Why not? It was a skirmish in the middle of the map as well. Chocolate's gonna hit this timing, and these roaches don't have speed yet for Napolcochon.
Yeah, and also Chocolate has the +1 advantage, which +1 on Napolcochon is still on the way, so with the transfuses though, it may be better.
Yeah, I really don't. I'm not a big fan of this angle that Chocolate attacked from. Normally, with this little skirmish of roaches, you try and hopefully maybe pick off the third base, and you know, you're not droning behind. I mean, you're droning behind it. You don't expect to get too much damage done, but he just kind of attacked into an angle where there was queens already, there was high ground and roaches. So he's going across now to his third base, but Napolcochon knows what's up now.
Yeah, he is now warned about this attack coming. He doesn't have that many roaches still though, and he's still behind of upgrades, but that's not gonna be for long.
Yeah, pretty good concave here for both players actually, and Cheoklate, his roach is getting pumped by that concave at the north, but it looks like with these reinforcing roaches, he might be able to just overwhelm here. It's gonna be close.
The upgrades of Napolcochon just finished though, and there are reinforcements coming with the queen as well. But there are still so many roaches from Chocolate, so he may actually overpower this.
Yeah, indeed, and we have +1 Carapace just finishing right now too, and that is going to, I guess, help out even more here, as Napolcochon's just started his own +1 Carapace, and if this skirmish goes on any longer, Kuro, we have +2 about to kick in for Chocolate as well.
Indeed we do, and these reinforcements are just trickling into the roaches of Chocolate, and there's more coming. I think Chocolate got this.
I think he does indeed, and so does Napolcochon as he calls GG, and PT Hero Chocolate will take game number 1. Quite convincing there, Kuro.
Very, very solid game, I would say.
Solid, yes. I'd say a bit of strange decision making between both players, wouldn't you? The very late Ling speed after 4 gases and the super fast lair by Chocolate.
Yeah,
interesting.
He went for the late link speed and then he never made any links. Like.
Yeah, and the thing with like +1 range, right? Because it allows you to 2-shot those Zerglings. It was very strange, but we see as Chocolate thought it was a 14, 13, 12 because his hatch was late. For the people who don't know, that's basically a Ling flood off a 14 hatch that looks like a hatch first build. So maybe that explains what was going on there. But we will go into game number 2.
Napo is like, what? Well, you just gave him the idea.
Yeah, maybe Chocolate can shoot into a stream and see. Maybe you can do it in the next game, but yeah, strong start for our Singaporean Zerg player.
My pride.
Pride. Now, what do you think of Pride of Altaris, Kuro? Because we saw recently GSL has kind of removed it from their map pool. So is there any features that you think make it good for one race? Or obviously in a mirror, it's not as problematic. But what are your thoughts on this map?
I think that there are 2 gold bases. You're welcome, Chase.
I mean, you're not wrong. I agree.
Ever since I saw True take both gold bases, I just think that's the way. Okay, that's how we have to play the game.
I agree, Kuro. I think you're spot on with your analysis there. Now ZVZ, we do see people they 12 pull and then rally their links to the gold. So we'll have to see as we go into this series. Will someone take the gold base?
We'll find. I mean, yeah, as you said, like with CVZ, like when you expect that the other player might take gold base, like just go aggressive, and it's pretty much done. But yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes.
Indeedly do, as we are loading in now to game number 2, spawning in that top left position. Part of Team GDA I am very familiar with. The Blue Zerg from France. Give it up for Napolcochon.
And in the bottom right of Pride of Altaris LE, we have the Red Zerg player representing Platinum Heroes. It is Chocolate. And lo and behold, we have early pools from both sides.
We do indeed, Kuro. We've got gas on one side and we've got a 12 pull on the other. So this can work out in different ways, and really it's kind of a it's a cool little interaction because you don't see it so often at test players crisis management. So we're going to see both players under a bit of pressure here and how they're going to handle this kind of unorthodox opening.
I'm not gonna lie, when I see early pool versus early pool, I'm just having flashbacks to... I don't remember who it was. I think it was Papapanda and someone else. I don't remember whom though, where they both pulled their drones and they like met like halfway through the map and like, well, fuck.
They went home. It's like, oh, what do we do now? I've been in that situation before, and it's crisis management. Yeah, it's interesting, but we see
Yep,
a drone pull. Oh, Kuro!
We're going.
I don't know. I don't think this is gonna work out for Cheoklate.
I don't think it will either. There is an overlord, so no, I think they're gonna... Is it gonna see them? I don't think it see them. No, it doesn't see them, so... The good part is that Napolcochon won't know about this, but the bad part is the links are already out.
Oh, did the drone see the links then by Cheoklate as it goes past? Now this could be the chance Cheoklate needs if he isolates the drones, and Napolcochon's going for the gold base as well, and Cheoklate, even though he's not in the greatest kind of spirits here, the greatest like opening, he could maybe make something here. Yeah,
the bad part is the links are coming back, so they will be here to help for Napolcochon, but I guess it all depends on Micro now.
Yeah, the Micro has 4 more links pop, which will be huge in this hold here, and Cheoklate, he's getting on top, he's killed quite a few drones, but with these spines and the other links coming back, Kuro, it looks like he's not going to last in this well, but he's up in supply.
Pokemon is going away from the spines though, and he only has a few drones left. I'm not sure how this ends actually. The spines are going up.
If you look at the minerals of Napolcochon, he needs to mine 10 more minerals so he can make it hatch somewhere else, but Cheoklate, I think he might have done it. There's only 3 drones left. There's a Bane nest, but Banes aren't too great for spine crawlers, Kuro. I think maybe Chocolate's managed to do this.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, on the other side of the map, we have the links like finishing off the last units of Chocolate, but yeah, that's it.
GG. Chocolate, despite the build order opening, he manages to take the game. Kuro.
Yep.
You don't see that every day.
I did not. I actually, honestly, I didn't expect this to win. But like the moment like Napolcochon moved away from the base, I was like, hold on, the spines, they're gonna go up. Like, and when the spines go up, it's pretty much done, right?
Exactly, yeah, and we kind of thought, you know, I was mentioning that there's this small time before the Lings get back, and Chocolate went straight on top of those drones, and Napolcochon fought and had some more Lings popping, but you know, he was divided and conquered. The old what is it, the Roman the Roman is it a saying? I don't even know. Divide et imperia. But either way, yeah, unexpected win there for Chocolate.
Yeah, this was a good one. And I have to say, I find it so funny that this is the game that brings us to our next series versus somebody who was in the chat just there, who is Papapanda.
Papapanda vs Chocolate. This is going to be a fun one to cast. Kuro.
Worse than 12 pool and like just drone pool each other.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. And the funny thing too about that map, Kuro, Prize is the largest map in the map pool. But still, you see stuff like this happening.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and poor, you know, got to feel for Napolcochon a bit, getting that build order win, but not being able to close it out. You know, saying shameful display, GG. Not too happy, but he'll be back. He's a 3 times winner. But Chocolate will be moving on.
Also, Light brings it up. Yeah, he believes in the spine rush that beat true. I mean, fair.
Yeah, true. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I guess Chocolate does have a history of spine rushing.
He does. He's. I mean, to be true with it, you know, you have to be pretty good. All things considered, but Yeah, I'm excited because Chocolate, he can be cheeky, and Papapanda is one of my favorite players to cast Kuro. I'll be
I do
honest with you.
agree. I love watching Papapanda games. Not gonna lie, this was part of why I choose this side of the bracket. But by bias aside, like I just love watching Papapanda games, and they always something. Like my favorite part actually was when he did like a test stream. You know, he was just like testing if like his stream settings work and everything because he wanted to cast the clan war or something. And he started analyzing replays and like playing, analyzing what he does, and it's like, oh, so it's like the brain just expands because you see how Papa Panda thinks. It's like it's something else, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason this non-standard play it can work for some players, but most of them, you know, standard play is standard for a reason, and that's because every time you do something cheeky, the reaction can be different. Your opponent can, you know,
Mhm.
do something else, some like response to you. But the one advantage you have when you have this kind of whacked out build orders and play style is your opponent plays versus it very rarely. You play versus it pretty much all the time. You know, it's why some
Mhm.
cannon rushers, they can rush every
Yeah.
single game, and you might not play it every single game. That's why they can take games off better players. So I think it would definitely be interesting to see how Panda. The fact he's also looking at how he can improve his play, that shows he's serious about this unorthodox play style and kind of optimizing it to his best capability.
Like this is the thing, like this is what people will say a lot of times that it's like you shouldn't be afraid of somebody who typically plays macro who like cannon rushes you or something. Like you should be afraid of the person who does it always because they just know how to do it, right? Like they are practiced in that specific thing.
Exactly, Kuro. You're right. Yeah. And if you're playing this, you know, it's it's not standard. Like most of your games are gonna be standard. How do you react? And as we saw in that kind of, as we were mentioning crisis management before, you have to do crisis management every game versus Papa Panda because he's gonna do something you're
Man.
not used to.
Yes. So, Papa Panda,
Biweekly.
I know you are on stream. Get in game.
Not in game yet, but yes, we are just waiting on Papa Panda, guys. Also massive shout out, to the guys over at Patreon. Oh no, my headset is starting to die. I got a low battery warning.
Oh
Um,
no. Can you like do you have to like not use it
oh
or can you
no.
just like plug it in?
like, wait, like maybe I can plug it in here. It's the cord long enough. Give me a second.
But yeah, as Chase was saying, if you like this tournament, if you want to see more of these tournaments, if you want to see us do different tournaments, feel free to support us on Patreon. You can support us with like $1. You can support us with more, but like just just $1 from each person would be like still like a lot of money. So your $1 may actually add up to a good support. So feel free to check it out. If you support us with $5 or more, which is about the price of a Twitch sub, you will get replay packs. We do post regularly replay packs from the tournaments we cast, and one of those can be yours.
Indeed, it can be, Kuro, as I'm attempting some crisis management to get
Speaking of,
my wireless headset is no longer a wireless headset, unfortunately. But hopefully we'll be able to continue.
we found a
With
Papapanda.
no. Oh, we have found it. Perfect.
It's a wild Papapanda. Quickly catch it.
Catch him while you can.
I don't wonder how he got the name.
Papa. It's a cool one. I love players that have diverse and different names, you know? Just... Oh! Okay, I've got the power board. Oh! Oh man, this is kind of awkward.
I'm asking them what server they want. The Cheoklate is like, whatever my clan master wants. I mean, Papapanda is high in the rankings of the Platinum Heroes, and he is very active there.
He's a very powerful player. I think I'm good for the moment. Hello Ozprotos in the chat. Chase commentating Poggies, yes. Oh, Cheer 100, thank you. The Probes champ. The Ozprotos, I saw you playing it versus Azor earlier today. Rough opponent.
I got the players. Chuck is like, I am but a lowly servant to the panda god. And Panda is like, I am but a lowly punching back to my honorable friend, Cheoklate. God damn it, people.
Yeah. Another cool thing, a lot of these players know each other, they play weekly. And they really, they're good friends. And we're all, you know, around the same skill level. They play each other often. Everyone's pretty friendly in this community too. So it's wonderful to see. But yes, we got the punching bag god versus the lowly servant.
The honorable. The honorable.
Honorable. My apologies.
That was the important part. I don't know why Cheoklate is now being called honorable, but there you go.
I mean, I don't think True thinks he's honorable, but let's go. 2000 atmospheres, Kuro.
It's all a matter of perspective, okay?
Exactly. As we load into game number 1, spawning in the bottom left position. The first victim of this unfortunate team kill is the Taiwanese Zerg player, the Phenom. It is PT Heroes Papapanda.
I might have forgotten to set up the... And in the top right corner of 2000 atmospheres, Ali, we have the red Zerg player representing Platinum Heroes. It is Cheoklate. I totally forgot about this. Hold on, I'm gonna do it now. They're not gonna 12-4, right? Right? I'm gonna 12.
No, he's gonna 13-12 instead.
It's fine.
Actually,
don't worry about
I'm
it.
not sure what this is, Kuro. Papapanda's floating 3 lava, not very optimal, but now we know why. It's because he's going for the 14-13-12 that Cheoklate was mentioning to Napolcochon.
I'm back. Okay.
Back, Kuro.
I guess maybe, I mean, Cheoklate being from the same team, I guess they do know that build then?
I'd say indeed, and if we look at the hatcheries, even though Chocolate's hatches a little bit faster than Papapanda's, if you're not careful looking out for this, you know, this could look like a hatch first.
What's this music? On stream fixing stuff. Oh.
Kuro doing everything the octopus. Meanwhile, as you talk about
typing.
multitasking, Cheoklate also multitasking.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kuro, what do you think is going to happen? We've got no drones on gas now. We have got a Zergling flood that is going to be coming Chocolate's way.
Oh yeah. To be honest, it's Papapanda, so I wonder if he's just gonna straight link flood or if he's gonna put a twist in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly possible. Knowing Cheoklate as well, he could maybe link flood off hatch first too. These players are pretty crazy, but we see he's keeping on gas, and maybe Papapanda's opening could be a response to a fast lair potentially by Cheoklate, as we saw in the last series. He hasn't got link speed yet, and even the drone transfer to the natural, Kuro.
Yeah. Look. At the same time though, Cheoklate is getting the Baneling Nest, so he may be ready for this.
Kuro, this is a Baneling Nest before link speed. This is as safe as you can go off a hatch first, actually. And we look at 2 queens. The lings are now coming. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, the lings are now coming, and there is a single Evo Chamber. Oh, yeah, Evo Chamber Roachborn with 2 queens. The lings will still slip through. Oh, but there is a wall. And the links should be stalled, but these buildings are still low on health, so Cheoklate has to be careful.
Yeah, indeed. I was gonna mention, like, the disadvantage of that super fast Baneling Nest is you can't put in a wall, there's enough creep, but the way it's walled off, he might be able to just, you know, wall off again using it with his queens, and with 3 queens here, Kuro, and 4 Banes in the way, I think Chocolate's held.
Yeah, looks like it, so far anyway. I mean, even if these links get through, the 4 Banelings should be enough to stop this little group.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think if we look at the work account too, even though, you know, Chocolate was forced to make a lot of units, and he hasn't got link speeds, he can't really counterattack. He's still up in workers. He's in a comfortable position here.
Yeah, Papapanda is starting to make drones now, but he has so many links here on this side of the map that can't really do much because of all of these defenses from Cheoklate.
Oh, and I've just noticed in the live feed, Kuro, we have some intros to do for the next games in this series.
Oh, no.
ASMR intro and a Spanish intro. I don't know Spanish.
Ay, ay, ay!
Ay, ay, ay.
Dios
Stretch
mío!
your vocal cords. Okay. But that is for another game as we look at this. And just, what do you make of this game state, Kuro? As we have Roach Warren full wall for Chocolate, but a third hatchery in the wall for Papapanda.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh?
What do you make of this? Tell
What
me,
is
Kuro.
this? Okay, I get it that he's strike to wall, right? That's the point, right? What?
I mean, it could be because we have a spine crawl, which kind of indicates defensive play. Maybe massling Muta. We have a lair as well, but I don't know. This has to be Muta, right? Given the amount of drones that Papapanda has.
I mean, he's going for the lair. He has 4 gases now, so I guess a Muta switch is coming indeed. Also, I'm not gonna lie, this hatch is making me think of Ender.
Yeah, I fully agree. We also have to keep in mind knowing Papapanda, because he has that third hatchery. You know, if he gets scouted going Spire, he can just spam out Zerglings. And you know, Papapanda's done some crazy things in the past. I wouldn't put it past him, but
I mean, true.
Chocolate's his lair.
I mean, true.
Yeah,
Zerglings
True's a
are
different
still. I know, but True would.
I,
Do this as well,
I
let's be
gotta keep
honest.
my Stormwall going.
Let's be honest, True would also do that. He can just press the Z key and, you know, spam million of Zerglings, and even with Bailings, if you don't get good connections, it may still work in your favor. But in the meantime, Cheoklate is getting more and more upgrades, and I assume he's soon gonna start making more units.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If Chocolate moves out around now before his upgrades finish, he could hit a devastating timing. But yeah, he can just take a third base as well. And Papapanda, he doesn't have many drones, but Mutas are so oppressive in this matchup, Kuro. We see it all the time. If this goes later on, maybe this Muta gamble can pay off.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, the thing is that, like, I don't think Chocolate knows what situation Papapanda is in. He knows only that he failed an attack, but he doesn't know what exactly he has at home. Like, he hasn't really been able to scout. His overlords are being chased away by the queens. And he seems like he wants to try and move out, but not quite yet.
Yeah, from the looks of it, looks like he wants to move out when his upgrades finish, drawing his third base up and go from there, but hold that thought, it looks like he's moving across now, Kuro, and that Spire's just about finished now, but he can only make 7 units or so. Are you gonna see?
Those are slow links, by the way.
Those are indeed slow links, Kuro, you're so smart.
Those are slow links, and they survived. There is this wall with the hatchery in it, which is slightly confusing, but hey.
Yeah, the advantage though, right, is like you can't really get away with this wall from the other side because the lava pops outside of your base, but Papapanda's going to be counter-attacking the Mutas pop, and the Ravagers are going to force Chocolate to engage.
The Mutas are gonna deal with the Ravagers, and at the same time the Lynx are actually attacking the third base. Ooh! Never mind that.
Yeah, and actually it looks like Papapanda lives to see another day.
Yeah, the Mutas were actually enough to turn the roaches away, but now look at this ball of roaches. It can shoot up though.
It's a lot, isn't it, Kuro? Yeah. I feel like Chocolate, he could maybe just go across the map. He doesn't realize the position he's kind of in. I know he doesn't. I can understand not wanting to sack the roaches because that's kind of your even though the Mutas are out, your kind of power, right? If the Mutas get too annoying, you can just go across.
To be honest, he has to go. Because look, Papapanda is clearing out all the overlords, and you know, like, roaches take quite a lot of supply, so yeah, he's not gonna be able to make units for a while now.
Yeah, it's a good thing you point out there, and we don't have units, no Niter Swarm, Overlord speed on the way, but I think all the Overlords will die before then. And if this game continues to go on with Infestation pit on the way, Papapanda could maybe pull himself back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, look, he cleared out like all the overlords by now. There are barely any overlords on the map. Look at the supply! 120 on 98. Like, the few overlords that were saved are in the bases now, but now this is a mutablock.
Yeah, indeed. And these queens, you know, if these get a couple more mutas out, you could maybe, one-shot them. It looks like he's banking up gas now. He's got the hive on the way. Meanwhile, Cheoklate just seems to be getting his own infestation pit too. But I feel like as this game starts going, or Papapanda's gonna start to overtake Cheoklate as he's ahead behind the worker count even. Oh, never mind.
Look. That's Zerglings.
12 drones on the way. But yeah, is that can the queen go through that wall, Kuro?
I will say yes. As the few drones fall for Cheoklate, as the mutas are in the third base and the spore was not quite ready in time. There are queens to defend now, but you know, few drones here, few drones there, it may actually add up.
No, for sure. This is it's a really good number of mutalisks. It's enough that Zerg can't just pop down a couple of spores and deal with them, but it's not enough that it just kind of straight up dies to any Viper play or heavy Hydra play. So Papapanda stopping his mini count at quite a good number. We see more spores going down. And meanwhile, are we going to see Ultras or Broodlords here? Ultra Cavern it is.
Yeah, Ultra Cavern. It's the melee upgrade just finished, so I assume it must have been something for ground, right? But once again, he dives in and he kills a few more overlords, once again supply blocking Cheoklate and delaying his attack even more.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Cheoklate's been stuck at like 120 supply for such a long time, as you said, Kuro, losing those overlords. Papapanda's climbing it, and look at his bank! He's going to be making huge amounts, and there's no spores on the right side of his base either.
Once again, a few drones here, a few drones there. The queens are trying their best to defend their bases, but they're moving all at once, so they actually not be able to defend all of the bases.
And indeed, the queens, they have banked up a lot of energy, will push these mutas back. And Chocolate's, Hyper's on the way, maybe Vipers to counter the mutas, but from what we see from Papapanda, he's now, even though he's behind in supply, he's up in workers, he's up in tech. As soon as he notices that Ultra Den finish, he's going to pump out those ultras. There you go.
7 coming straight up. Meanwhile, Cheoklate is going for a lurker then, which how do lurkers do against ultras?
In this kind of situation, Kuro, not very well. As you see, 3 Hydras on the way, 3 or 4 lurkers. They're good in a choke point, but against this many ultras, it's so hard. You can't just kind of sit on one side and defend one base. You have to defend all fronts, otherwise you risk falling behind an economy. And you see more Hydras coming down. I think that, yeah, I don't know. I think Papapanda, I don't know if the ultras can get out there.
Oh.
What does he do? Does he get the upgrade? Does he wait for that to finish?
Oh, Papapanda.
Maybe ferry them out with an ultra dropper lord.
Yeah, you need a dropper lord now. No, he's gonna destroy it. Just wait for it to finish.
Yeah, hopefully. I think yeah. Just
Please don't deny it. Papa. That's too close.
And this is the worst case scenario. Vipers now coming out. Like Chocolate's playing this. I want to say he's playing it correct from the point of if it was a, mass muta player, but he's not prepared at all for these ultras out in the field. As that Viper, we can deal with the mutas, but the ultras just going to cleave through those armored roaches and lurkers.
To be fair, Chase, how often do you see ultras in ZVZ?
Not often, unless kind of in this kind of situation where one plays up heavy in economy and playing this backstab style. The ultras on creep now, and these queens, they're in trouble.
Swarm of ultras.
We force back, Lings too. Papapanda, he doesn't have a lot to support. He's got 1 infester, but these lurkers morphing at the most inopportune moment, bro.
Yeah, and the ultras are chewing through the roach army, which is also stopped by a Fangal, while at the same time the Mutalisks and the Zerglings are doing damage in the other bases, so these ultras are dealing with the army while the rest of the bases are harassed.
Yeah, no, this is a great timing for Papapanda to hit, and the Lurkers do finish now. They will hold this position as those Ultras are already bruised, but losing that third base where Papapanda is now up to 5, it's going to be hard for Cheoklate to kind of retain his position, and now with these slow, clunky siege units, secure his 4th base.
And
Salava,
even though there are only a few lurkers, they do with ground fairly well. There were, if you could see that there were overseers, but it was still not enough ultras to deal with all of the lurkers. But with the support of other units, they may be able to.
Yeah, indeed. I would have thought that Papapanda maybe would have focused on getting armor upgrades since he's going for these ultras. But he focused on getting the attack for his melee instead. So that tells us he wants to make a lot of Zerglings, dip in, counter attack, run by, zip around, and Cheoklate, he's gonna have to just dig in deep as he builds more lurkers because he's got a fight on his hands, or fight not on his hands unless he can catch these lings and ultras.
Indeed, as Papapanda now has time to expand even farther, getting his 5th saturated, and I am scared for Cheoklate. Cheoklate, what are you gonna do from here?
I'm scared from that little burrowed ling where it's a lot of lurkers. I like they've got little antennas too. That is so annoying. It's on the other side as well.
Of course it is, I mean. I feel like that's something that Papapanda does fairly regularly. It's just like a little annoyance, but like it can really delay the opponent if they don't notice it in time.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful, and more players would do it more often if they had the APM to spare. Kuro Kartoffelsalat. Oh, sorry, that's Yaku in the chat. I don't know why you added me to say that. But yes, and look at the swarm of units on the map now. 4th base now secure, but those lurkers, they're now forced to be split up. But there's quite a hefty number of them, isn't there, Corey?
There is a number of them, but as you said, most of them are in the 4th base. There are a few at the 3rd where Papapanda is going, but there are Vipers as well.
Yeah, good setup here from Cheoklate. Forces the Vipers back. He's going to send these lings in here.
Yeah, the lurkers are full, so a lot of them will be lost, but at the same time, the army of Papapanda was actually cleared.
Yeah, and we kind of see the we see a Broodlord transition now coming for Papapanda. This is where the inflexibility of these ultras is kind of shown. They're not the easiest units to micro around. Ling drops really cute from Papapanda. I would like to see in front of these Spore Crawlers Cheoklate drop maybe some Evos to help slow down the ultras. But it looks like for the time being, Kuro, even though he's on 47 workers, Cheoklate has stabilized.
Yeah, I mean, he basically is just making, he's making very defensive positions, so when Papapanda runs his army into him, like, he generally just gets destroyed. Like, you could see the moment the Zerglings ran into the lurkers, it was just a meat grinder. There was nothing left, and they couldn't even get a single shot off.
Yeah, no, we see now coming from this angle Papapanda is, and again, that even though the Papapanda again is up in supply, Cheoklate's army. So, oh wow, this link of that thought.
I like how they were all flying in the line. It just added to it.
A couple of Banelings actually holding. Oh, this Hydra just going to clean up.
Yeah,
but yeah.
He did pick up 2 overlords worth of links, but that means that the units are now distracted on this side of the map while another army is pretty prepared. Wait, those are mostly overlords, Papapanda. Those are not fighting units. Also, this is wrong logo, don't worry about it.
He's gonna make them the support units right now, and again, there's still quite a few lurkers in that position here, and I want to say, like, Cheoklate's, he's covering his main, his 4th and his 3rd. He's playing quite phenomenally this game, and Papapanda just can't find a chink in the armor so far.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. Like, as I said, like, Cheoklate is setting up these really great defensive positions, and like every move that Papapanda makes is just making him lose more units. So I guess he has to wait for the Broodlords, right?
Yeah, no, this is kind of starting to remind me of Chappie versus 3 Point from Sparkling Tuna a few weeks back. But here we've got Broodlords now to push in. Not sure how I feel about this with the no support. There's Vipers and Hydras around, and there's units everywhere for Papapanda. But can he keep these Broodlords alive?
I mean, he did bring the link drop for support, so they're gonna deal with the Hydras. And the Vipers are actually, yeah, they're not gonna even engage. They did try to pull a few of them, but they were only able to kill one, I think.
Wow, and we look at the meter switch coming from Papapanda too. I don't know how I feel about the Vipers on the line.
Oh, now they do.
I feel like if we look at the units lost, yeah, it's actually it's pretty even, but I feel like Chocolate's just being a lot more cost efficient at the moment.
I feel like Chocolate lost a lot more on the beginning of the game, on the first half of the game, and like now that like he got to Lurkers, he got to these defensive positions, like now he's being like very how do I say it? It's just hard to find an opening in his bases.
It is indeed, Kuro, as these Vipers, you know, we only got +1 air on the way, 2 more hatcheries coming down. Papapanda probably now realizing my opponent's turtling up, I need to, you know, beat him in economy as his mutas come in, but those Vipers are not too far away.
Time to destroy some more Overlords, as at the same time the main army is going for the 4th base.
Yeah, these mutas are all getting cleaned up by the Hydras! Oh no, Kuro, they disappeared! Oh, as he holds the 4th base as well, and a flawless hold. Look at the supply, Kuro, my Chocolate on both fronts. Just dropping a parasitic bomb and cleaning up the, I guess Papapanda was microing at the 4th, and he lost every single muta.
Yeah. And I feel like Chocolate also has now realized what's been happening. That, you know, Papapanda has been losing more and more units over time, and he decides to move out. His two
Yeah, how
boroughs
do you
is
feel about
Lurkers.
Kuro? Because he does have quite a sizable army, but you know, he's deviating away from his strategy. Is this the right move here? Do you think he can push in here and kind of put Papapanda on the ropes?
I think he can if he's quick, because there are more Broodlords on the way, there are more Lings on the way. If he manages to deal damage to Papapanda now, it may actually be good.
Yeah, just look at this angle he's got too. He can just retreat to this choke point where the Lurkers are sitting. And I think Kuro, Chocolate, he might be able to break Papapanda here right now.
Yeah, the Ultras are falling and the Broodlords spawn right over the Hydras, so most of them are destroyed.
Indeed, and if we look at the units lost, Chocolate's been twice as efficient as Papapanda's Vipers being so efficient. Mutas getting, sorry, not mutas, Infestors spawning Lings as well, but he can't break this position, and GG! Chocolate takes game number 1, Kuro, wow!
And it was a very nice play from Chocolate, despite like being in a rough spot on the beginning of the game, I would say. Like he did, like he set up the defensive position and he just held until he had enough.
Yeah, no, that was very back and forth, and Papapanda, well, both players had really good decision making. Good hold early on for Chocolate, but then also good transition from Papapanda, and then even though he got quite far ahead, Chocolate down to 47 workers just managed to hold on, and then just counterattacked after a bad engagement. Oh, we got an ASMR cast.
I might have been trying to add the score while also responding to him. Frank can only do so many things. Okay. So apparently we have 2 intros to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess ASMR intro then? I don't know how to do ASMR though.
I believe in you, Kuro.
Oh well. Kuro Chase, talk. So
Yes.
I can see.
Hello?
The,
Oh,
okay.
sorry. I thought you were
No, okay, it's fine. It's fine.
We're
Don't
good.
worry about
We're all
it.
good. Don't stress.
We are
guys.
getting ready for our next map, which will be Pride of Altaris.
Pride of Altaris, Kuro. We've seen this one before already. A ZVZ we've seen on this map. No, maybe this will be just as crazy.
I'm catching up on our Discord chat and I'm more. I read it, so
Oh,
let's.
I haven't even read it yet.
No, I looked over at what's happening in Master Swan Open chat, and I was like, what? I thought there's something important there. But it's just banter. It's fine. It's fine. Banter is allowed.
Banter is indeed allowed, Core. Here we go. Spawning in the top left position. Playing the PT hero. It is the Taiwanese Zerg player. It is the blue Zerg. Papapanda.
Off the map, guided by tiles. Planting. Platinum theorems. Easter egg circle. This. As Papapanda takes the gold! Let's
And you
go!
smashed it, well done. The transition too. Oh, it takes the gold. Blood pressure elevated, Kuro.
Look, okay, so for people who don't know the meme is that like way back when, way back 2017, 2018, when I would play 3v3 with Yaku and Light, if there was a gold base on the map, I would take the gold base. I don't care. I'm going for the gold base. And at some point, was like, you know what? We're vetoing all the gold base maps. You're not getting gold base maps. But anyway,
Oh
we have
days.
drones just wandering around. Hold on.
Is this a fake, Kuro?
I think this
This
is a
is
fake
a fake. But we look at Chocolate's opening, Kuro. Oh no.
No, he's just like ferrying the drones around so you don't see them. So like
He's
looks like
pretending
a
to
12
drone
pool.
pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
But
Whoa, he's got a drone coming.
oh no. Oh no. Oh
Oh, Kuro. It's all over.
no. I've seen the chat.
I like how he went super fast road roaring too. He was just gonna position, but not fast enough. As that's, I think that's just a 2-0 for Chocolate.
Yeah,
correct?
that is a 2-0 for Chocolate. What a game. What a game. It was almost like shorter than the intro, which is great.
Yeah, actually. But yeah.
But yeah, I do like that little move where he like takes the drones all the way around, so like you don't expect this to be a gold base, but gold bases are so common on Pride that you typically check them.
Yeah, indeed. As we see, Chocolate say, Papapanda saying, "Did the creep give it away?" But Chocolate's just like, "No, I knew you'd do something like that." And overload straight to the third.
Yep.
The gold base, sorry, and
I-
yeah, wow.
That is kind of the thing, like when you know the player, right? Like you know there's gonna be something tricky, so like you just go straight for it, right?
Indeed, I mean, yeah. If it's no base, you just continue on to the opponent's base. But it looks like Chocolate's had a very strong start to this
Yeah.
tournament. If we select the bracket command, because I actually don't know the brackets.
Exclamation mark B in the chat will take you to the bracket, both the one on challenge as well as the one on Wikipedia, which should not be now be updated. Maybe? Question mark? don't think
Let's
there's
have a look.
No, we don't have a bracket. We have the player list though. But we do
Yeah,
have a
we've
bracket
got-
on the challenge.
Yes. And for you fans back at home who are big fans of both Napolcochon and Papapanda, don't stress, there is a lower bracket, so you'll be sure there is a chance you'll see one of them at least. But
But-
congratulations to Chocolate.
I have to say the lower bracket looks tough. I mean, the whole tournament today looks stuck. Like, there's a lot of good players. Like, we have our side of the bracket. We had Cheoklate, we had Napolcochon, we had Papapanda. But on the other side of the bracket, we also have people like 11, people like KnockKnock, like people like Matrix. Like, those are all really strong players. Bablik as well. I mean, as I look at the lower bracket, Bablik just took down Matrix. So
Yeah, indeed. I'd say it's a pretty small bracket. That's why we are double elimination today. But you do have your regular players who play regularly are near the top of that that threshold. They're at least masters, most of them, and we're lucky because we're most likely going to see them. Even though we saw we haven't seen 11 because we were casting Papapanda and Cheoklate. We'll see some of these players. They get knocked down to the losers bracket. I'll make it back up.
indeed. As we're trying to settle on our next series, let me quickly check.
And I just want to remind you, Kuro, we have a Spanish intro next.
Bienvenidos a todas. Todas?
I don't know
Todos.
any Spanish.
Okay, so the decision is we will be waiting for 11 and Knock. Or KnockKnock. Once they are out of game. And for now, I think we will go to a short break while we settle things. And once the series is ready for us, back.
We're back soon. Don't go anywhere.
And welcome back. After
Welcome, everybody. We are finally ready to go underway with our next series, which will be Kuro. Don't say it, because we're going to be introducing it in Spanish.
I will start. I will start.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
Okay. Up to you.
Let's start.
Friend. Okay, you start.
I always stretch before I do a Spanish intro. It's kind of funny.
Wait,
You have to get that energy in,
Of course.
Anyway.
Man, speaking. Okay.
Bienvenidos a todos en el mapa Orgullo de Altariz. En la parte superior izquierda tenemos un jugador del Terran. Tenemos un jugador de Taiwan, Spanish. De Taiwan. Representando un grupo Kasumin FC. Tenemos KnockKnock. Someone in the chat, what is KnockKnock in Spanish? We need this information.
Game paused.
Oh. Looks like we're gonna be playing.
Yeah, we have to change the
server.
server. God, I did it.
Where's KnockKnock from?
KnockKnock is from Taiwan.
Oh, and he's got 200 ping to Singapore.
I guess some routing issue, right? Routing.
Oh. Looks like we're going to Taiwan. I think if I was from Taiwan, I would choose Taiwan over US West. I'm saying,
Yeah.
so might have to be switching servers here. Yeah, KnockKnock wants to. Okay. Dunk.
Well. Yeah, everybody just leaves me. Okay, fine. Fine, I can leave too, I don't need to tell you anything.
Hates being left. But yes, forgive us, we're just going to be...
Also, this gives me a moment. Hold on. Okay, chat. I will need your help. I'm going to my noise gate. Oh, that's because my noise gate is very different on this.
I heard you fine during the ASMR intro.
Yeah, but that's because you're on Discord. I'm
I
talking about
guess.
the.
Oh, true. True. True.
Hold on, I need to fix. Can you hear me now? Okay, that's
I
better.
hear you.
No, I have to. Hold on, let me put it even lower. Okay, I'm gonna put it even lower. Okay. Okay, now you can hear me breathing. That's not good. How about now? I hope this is good. I honestly, this is the one thing I forgot to check from my personal stream setup, and I do not remember what the values are. So bear with me. Let me know in the chat how it is, because yeah, I don't normally cast tournaments nowadays, not when I'm streaming anyway. So yeah, let me know how it goes. But hopefully now you should hear the ASMR intro.
ASMR Spanish intro.
No, we're not mixing it. Tempting, but we're not mixing. Also, why? Hold on. Hold on. I should probably be making a party or something. Are you Chasey?
I am
Chasey.
Chasey. Chasey, yes, that is me. Are you
I feel
CranKy
like
Kuro by any chance?
I feel like I need to say that with an accent, like Chasey. It's the only correct word.
Chasey.
Hold on. Look, I'm literally opening Google. Come on, Google Translate. Taiwan in English to Spanish. Hold on.
Taiwan.
I just get Taiwan with the accent over the A.
Yeah, it's like a Taiwan with an accent. Alright. So it's Taiwan, I guess? Also, okay, never mind. Thank you, StarCraft. So I was gonna say that it's all nice and good, but the maps are not loading for me. That's not tricky.
Oh, would you like me to?
No, it's
Right?
fine, it's fine. Just took a while.
There we go, we're getting the lobby. Thank you for your patience, chat. Finally here.
Yeah, just don't breathe. Thank you, don't that. Yeah, that's a solution. Hold on. It's not Chase playing. No. Okay, we have Terran, we have Zerg. Everyone is ready. Okay, I think we can begin. Okay, time to redo my intro and hopefully do better this time. Otra vez. Bienvenidos a todos en el mapa Orgullo de Altariz. Look, I'm already messed up. This threw me off too much.
You're doing
En
great.
en la parte superior izquierda tenemos un jugador del Terran. Vive en Taiwán. Representando un grupo Kasumin FC. Tenemos KnockKnock.
Ah, sí. che qui en el abajo derecha es el jugador por monkey. uh, from I don't know how to say from por Singapore. En el rojo, bienvenido por favor, Cheoklate.
I see.
Smashed it, Kuro. We're so good at this. We should do this full time.
Like look. I've been slacking on my Duolingo practice, but not gonna lie, I'm starting to enjoy just speaking Spanish because I'm starting to actually remember words a little bit.
Ah, sí. I just like saying sí. Yes, yes.
Look,
and it's how
uh-huh.
You go first.
I was gonna say I watched this one streamer. The guy, I mean, it's hard to call the guy a streamer. He's more of a YouTuber, but like he streams every now and then. And he has that one line that he says is like in random moments he will just shout "Muy excelente." It's like just stuck in my head. Like I will randomly do that. Yeah, in Spanish. I mean, he's American, but like he learned Spanish in school, but like he doesn't remember any of it. So you know. So that's just a phrase he has for no reason.
Yeah. The way you say it is the way it's written, right? It's one of those languages that are not too
just like Polish.
difficult. So even though we probably sound a bit like clowns with our pronunciation and our use of the grammar, it roughly makes sense, right?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I feel like the pronunciation, like, especially if you're like a native English speaker, like you have a lot of like mannerism in terms of like R's and stuff, for example. I think those are the most weird, the R's, the O's and stuff like that. I can't tell what kind of habits I have because obviously I can't really hear myself.
I know that rojo, it's spelled rojo, but
yes.
you don't say jo, you say ho.
Yeah, but like once again, once you know what this letter is read, like it's generally read the same time every time.
Yeah, pretty much. Kuro, can I point out something? Something not quite right with this match. If you look next to where the marine is patrolling on the right, there is a fish tank with a shark in it. There's not enough water in there.
No,
I want to say.
The shark also
I don't
can't
know about
swim.
the Koprulu sector regulations for keeping fish in water, but that is not enough gallons.
And fun fact, most sharks, not all of them, but most sharks actually need to swim to live.
Exactly. See, he's moving his little tail, he's trying to swim, but you know, we have to say something that the map makers know. This is not respectful, but meanwhile, Hellion, run back.
I don't think map makers have much to do with this, but yes.
Oh yeah, true. But I'm just gonna dip in, dip out. So I guess yeah, if we talk about the game, pretty standard so far, guys. Not a gas first. These Hellions kind of it was a Reaper expand, pretty normal, but something that's not very normal, Kuro. We have, instead of a third CC, a couple more barracks, and we have a Marauder already out.
Yeah.
But we also have Stimpack, which tells us it's likely going to be Bio. Meanwhile, we have a hatchery for Cheoklate coming up already. Maybe slipped his macro a bit, as this Viking may supply block him as well.
Yeah, the Hellions do scout the 4th base, and there is a lair on the way as well. So, we'll see what's that for.
Yeah, normally you see the 4th base for Zerg in this matchup come down around 6 minutes or so. The fact he's dropped 2 hatcheries before 6 minutes tells me his macro has slipped a little bit, which is not great, and as we see, only up about 3 or 4 workers or so. Not great as Zerg, you want to be pumping out workers as much as you can and Terranus mules, so not the greatest, not the most crisp opening for Cheoklate, I'd say.
What do you think the plan is? Because like I'm surprised that Cheoklate didn't make something fancy after the last few games we've seen.
Yeah, indeed. I'd say just based off the way he's spreading his creep, maybe he'd want to try and take this third base, sorry, the gold base at the front, but so far, I guess the real kind of kicker here is how will KnockKnock, what is he going to do? Is he going to go for a 3-tank push up in 2 base? He doesn't quite or 3 CC. I think we're going to see that, and Cheoklate is yet to start his baneling speed.
Yeah, he did. And KnockKnock is building up more and more marines. He's getting his medivacs, so definitely going bio. No mech there, because you know, like we were a bit afraid that it's gonna be like a slow mech play after waiting for the his series versus 11 to finish for quite a while. No, looks like just regular bio there, as he's moving out right now.
Yeah, Kuro, and look, he's got control of Watchtower with those Hellions and the Viking, and Chocolate's not going to see this until it's right on top of the creep. He's only got 2 lings, and they're gone, Kuro. He's got nothing. 71 drones, 8 queens, no zerglings.
Oh no. He's making 36 zerglings now, but they're not gonna be here for a while, so he's just queens against this army.
Yeah, the creep line to catch it a little bit further out. Bane speed's not even finished, but he can't even morph any banelings either, and this is a decisive timing here for KnockKnock. Like to see Cheoklate evacuate this base, but he's on top of the queens, and they're in trouble now, Kuro.
Yeah, he's on top of the queens, and he also got the reinforcement zerglings, so now there's no army, there's no queens, like, Cheoklate has nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing at all. This base is showing away. The drones are isolated from their hive, and we have more reinforcements coming across the map. 10 banelings on the way now. They will be done, and Bane speed will be finished too, but is it too little too late for her?
I mean, at the very least, Cheoklate is losing these 2 hatches. Oh, and nice snipes on the banelings. None of them actually explode yet.
Yeah, very haphazard kind of engagement here for Cheoklate. These units kind of streaming in as reinforcements. These 2 tanks, they're red health, but they're still alive, Kuro, and GG.
Yeah.
KnockKnock takes a very clean, decisive game 1.
Yeah, very clean timing from KnockKnock, and yeah, Cheoklate was just not ready for it.
Yeah, indeed. We were saying earlier how you know, the drone count for Cheoklate wasn't very good. And in the end there, he ended up having 71 drones, but because he didn't have that economy going early on, you know, there's no point having kind of 71 drones as the Terran moves out. You need an army and a force as well, so decisive timing there. Poor, I want to say a bit of a lack of scouting. The Viking made it more difficult for Cheoklate too, but that's a strong showing from our Terran player from Taiwan so far.
By the way, we're going back to Singapore.
We are indeed.
Oh boy. So what's been happening in the chat? Let me see. Oh yeah, as now it's gonna take me like on average about half an hour to log back in into NA. My teacher said to speak Spanish with a pirate accent. They said it would help. Interesting.
Arr, I guess I can kind of.
Yeah, because of the R's, right?
Arr, mi Kuro hati.
See, I don't have this problem because as I have to quickly restart the game or I won't be able to log in. But yeah, I don't have this problem because as a Polish person, I do have the hard R. It's maybe arguably too hard. Like, obviously when I speak English, I try to do it the English way, but like, it's actually like more useful to speak the Polish version in Spanish, so.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, language is one of those things, right, where you can even like, I'm sure, Kuro, you've had dreams where you probably dream in English, right?
I did.
And then like sometimes you'll think in English as well, even though Polish is your first language. It's kind of, yeah, it's your mind just working away, I guess. But
No, that's
to
actually
see.
a thing. I regularly think in English nowadays because most of the things I do are in English. And like I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
correct.
generally like more topic related than like, you know, any specific situation, like especially like, you know, when like it's gaming related. Oh, it's 100% in English.
Kuro, can you say a tongue twister in Polish for us?
Wyindywidualizowaliśmy się z rozentuzjazmowanego tłumu.
Oh my god.
That's my favorite.
Nailed it. That was good. That was awesome.
Look,
boy.
a little known fun fact, when I was like, fucking, sorry, 12, 11, I actually went to a contest about it, so I know a few.
Oh, like a tongue twister.
Yeah,
Contest?
like a small, you know, school competition thingy. But still,
What's
like,
tongue twister
that,
in
that,
Polish?
that means that, like, I had to prepare for, like, a, you know, a
Yeah,
month
say it
or
over
so.
and over.
Yeah,
Red leather,
języko
yellow leather,
łamacze.
red leather, yellow leather. Blah, blah, blah.
That's tongue twisters. So hold on, I
Tongue
need
twister.
to... So I apologize, chat, because I realized that I swear too much on stream. Shouldn't be swearing on stream. Also, I just clicked the thing. Very nice. Hold on. Yes, I know, Chase.
Sorry, I thought you were looking for them. I thought
I was like
God.
clicking on them and I get it. Suggested to party. Suggested to party. It's like,
Come on, we don't have all day.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Indeed.
Okay. Party. Map 2. Okay. I think we're on track. 2K. Okay, let's go. 2000 atmospheras. 2 mil atmospheras? I think it was 2 mil. Not 2 mil. 2 mil.
2 million atmospheres.
Yeah, I was gonna like that just sounds like million. That makes no sense. But apparently that's Spanish for 1,000. Really? What was I even saying? I was saying something before this and then I got completely distracted by everything. Okay. Chat, I'm sorry, I will do better. Maybe. Okay, I wouldn't have too high hopes, but I will try. Also, we did get an ASMR intro. So maybe this time you will actually hear it. Let me quickly test. Can you hear me? Yes. To be honest, I don't know what like voice ASMR is.
I think you did good.
Okay, both players are ready. I didn't notice.
Whisper or speak very, very softly.
Yeah, it's just like I don't think I've ever really listened to voice ASMR. Like the only ASMR I listen to is like ambient noise. I feel like I would be uncomfortable with someone speaking because I don't know them. If I know them, it's slightly different. But if I don't know them,
Yeah, I'm gonna poke your eye with this toothpick.
Oh god.
But yes. Here we go, Kuro. Spawning in the bottom left position. Playing for Team PT Hero. It is the Blue Zerg. Currently down 1-0. Can he bring it back from Singapore? It's Cheoklate.
And it's bright. Oh, 2000 atmospheres away. We have the red Zerg player spraying that hard under his favorite weapon, representing Kasumin FC and Taiwan. It is KnockKnock. Find all the action right here at 99.5 the Wizard.
Kuro, I saw you checking out that waifu. Stay away from a man's waifu, okay? That's secret. Zoom back out. What are you doing?
I just like the dedication to spraying this little heart under the decal every time. Every single game, like he's getting cheese, he's not getting cheese, the decal is there, okay?
It's like, man, why am I hitting this timing that Mario does? It's because you're dropping 5 minerals to spray.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's dedicated. You gotta appreciate the hustle.
Exactly. Like that's dedication. If you did it like once, it's like, oh, it's for fancies, but that's dedication.
Does he do it in ladder games as well?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him ladder. I think I'm trying to think because KnockKnock streams regularly. I'm trying to think if I caught his stream. I might have, but I can't quite remember.
That's how you do it during the stream too. You gotta keep up appearances, you know, Kuro.
Look,
Speaking of keeping up appearances,
I want to say,
yes.
if you join our Discord, we have a stream promotion channel where we have a bot set up for our regular players. Just them. Actually, no, wait, it's for
Ooh.
champions. The bot is for champions specifically. But if you are a regular player, you can like manually post there. And KnockKnock is one of those people who streams really regularly. So if you do want to check out his Terran plays, like feel free to join him there.
And if you'd like to check out Kuro's stream once every 4 years, you can also find them there.
That is not true. I stream at least once a week.
Really?
Chase.
You do? Sick invite. I knew you hated me, Kuro.
I do stream like at least once a week, but it's Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah. True.
Not really for StarCraft viewers, if that's what they're looking for, but if they're looking for something else, then hey, come hang out.
Story time with Kuro and Light. It's an enjoyable time, but yes, if you're into Final Fantasy, go for it. Something that's probably not into Final Fantasy is a Zergling, because it is probably more just trying to keep its life alive.
Yeah, the Queen will help with that though, as the Reaper is chased away, but it does see the third base, so KnockKnock has the information he needs for now.
Yeah, I'd like to see an Ninja go down this third base too. Chopper is opening it. I do like it a bit better than before. The one drone on gas, link speed coming. Should have 3 queens coming now. He's got 2, not bad. But he should be making a couple extra. Actually, that's a very late link speed crew. This Hellion's already on the map. This is a. Did you just forget it? Which is interesting.
I'm not sure, maybe. Or maybe he just like felt confident with his defense. Like he does have a few queens already, so these 2 Hellions shouldn't be too much of a danger.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. 2 Hellions doesn't pose much of a threat. There'll probably be, 6 Hellions if KnockKnock wants to go for a dive, and link speed should be finished by then. He might just pumping out queens. He's getting a very fast 4th base. Wow, Kuro and Evo. This is unique to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about how last game that 4th base was early, but now it's even faster, before the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, indeed. But if we look at this overlord position that Cheoklate has, even though it doesn't have Zergling speed, he's just covering every single entrance. And these Hellions, you see the queens, they're shadowing wherever they go. Even swinging around this side too, there's another another overlord in place as well. So super smart moves here by Cheoklate to keep an eye on these Hellions. But meanwhile, we have Cloak on the way.
Oh yeah, we're going for some Banshees this time. And I mean, to be fair, this amount of queens will definitely help defending from the Banshees, and there are some spores being dropped as well, so hopefully they won't get too much damage, but it all depends on the micro of KnockKnock.
Yeah, it does indeed, as we see this queen's going to be moving across the other side of the map too. And another thing about having vision like this outside the Zerg's bases is you can kind of drop creep tumors or spread your creep when the Hellions go to the other side of the map. Meanwhile, if we look at KnockKnock, he's got a very fast third CC going down. Second Banshee he's going to be waiting for. You have the spores coming up at the natural for Cheoklate, so nothing too crazy. But another hatchery as well in between. So it looks like we're going to be seeing some pretty heavy Lingbane play, I'd assume, Kuro, just due to how much hatcheries and larvae he's going to have at his disposal.
Yeah, I mean there is the Baningness going down, the melee upgrade is on the way as well. So yeah, I do think we're going to see a lot of links soon.
Indeed, and yeah, a bit of a dance going here between these Hellions and Lings. KnockKnock almost getting on top of this third base, those drones grabs 2. Meanwhile, while this is going on his security zone at third base, these Hellions going to be pushed away again. But now we have the Banshees. You see the Queens at the top side of the map, he's sending the Banshees to the bottom, and there's only 1 spore, and it's only at the... Actually, there's 2 spores for it, but 2 Banshees can skirt around them due to their positioning.
Yeah, definitely. Banshees do have a bit of a range. And there is no queens at this 4th base yet.
It's not indeed. We have a 4th base in location from KnockKnock as well, and Cheoklate is in a bit of trouble here. He's pulled his pants down a bit. He does have a lair, so he can get an overseer coming now, but Kuro, this is not great. Losing some drones, and the Hellions also putting pressure on.
Yeah, the queens are busy defending from the Hellions, but that means the Banshees have free reign on this 4th base, and they may actually take down this Hatcher.
It certainly is possible. This queen's coming now. They should be able to push this away, but if KnockKnock micros, no, it looks like he's just gonna keep them alive, and these Hellions getting caught by Lings at the top as well. So Cheoklate managing reasonably. He's floating quite a bit, however, but KnockKnock's just powering his macro. Look at that production tab, Kuro. It's dropping down now. Right as I say it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of upgrades. There's. Ooh, the Banshees are actually going down now, both of them as well. But yeah, KnockKnock is getting his own 4th base. He's getting the upgrades. He's getting the Widow Mines. Yeah, we'll see how that works for him.
Indeed, we have a push lined up here. It looks like KnockKnock has only got, however, it looks like he's only got just the one tank. So he's transitioned into drilling claws here, but he just wasn't building anything else on that second factory at the tech lab. So I'm not sure if we're going to see this get too much damage done. But I'm also not sure, does Cheoklate have Bane speed?
Nope.
That's a lot of Banes. Oh no.
That's a lot of slow Banes, and the queens are fighting this fight alone because the Banes are still morphing. A few of them are gonna fall down, but their Lings are here now.
Oh, massive Bane hit crew. And I think with that, that's a lot of Banes that Cheoklate has, however.
So many Bane Lings.
And now they're gonna grab that base, and he's gonna push in. The Widow Mines crew.
The splits are good, and those are waddling Banelings, but there's just so many of them that it doesn't even matter. There's still more.
Yeah, I'd say despite that, KnockKnock getting a reasonable trade. You know, he against that many Banelings, when you only have one tank and a couple mines, which you're probably gonna go off again. It's not, you know, not too bad, and we see that reflected in the supply as well. But don't take too much heart with that, because we have a Hive and a Lurker down on the way. And Kuro, how good are Lurkers? Come on, throw the Zerg bias away. I know I've thrown mine. But yeah, more pressure going on.
Yeah, and the Widow Mines are still here, so they're gonna take out a lot of these Lings. While at the same time, we have a run by in the base of KnockKnock, but I think it's already been cleaned up.
Yeah, for sure, and this is eventually going to get cleaned up. Really good focus fire by KnockKnock. But it looks like Cheoklate will hold, and this Hive is going to finish Bane speed as well. And would like to see him spread some more creep in this direction, but KnockKnock's just gone into pure macro mode now, Kuro, getting Widow Mines and tanks. I'd like to see a couple extra racks possibly go down. Actually, yeah, there they are at the triangle 3rd base. He's playing really well so far, and on 2000 atmospheres, you know, it's the more you expand, the harder it can kind of get to defend, and yeah, he's just playing really well so far.
Another small force of KnockKnock is coming here right as Cheoklate set up this like west base, and he now has Hydras. He does not have Lurkers quite yet, but this force can actually be able to clean this up.
Oh, really good trades. They're getting 14 drones and 2 great hits on the Widow Mines. And he's just going to load up and go into the main base where there's nothing, Kuro.
Yeah, indeed, it will take a while for these ground units to get here, and while they do so, he can take down more drones.
That's right, Queen going down.
Or not.
And just getting out of there. And look at this, KnockKnock straight away. He sees, you know, he's got his opponent on the back foot. These Hydra's going to almost catch these drops on the left-hand side. But yeah, it looks like KnockKnock is just pummeling Cheoklate with pressure, and I don't know if he's got time to build 16 drones now if he can get those lunkers actually out.
Yeah, I mean, Cheoklate feels comfortable. He thinks he's defeated the drop, but the whole army is coming from the other side where his units are not. Ooh, these Marines are so low though that even the friendly fire from Widow Mines kills them.
Yeah, and he's going to be forced to back out there. Cheoklate, he just kind of needs to stabilize. Getting these Widow Mines really helpful as well. If we just look at the map, there's red dots all over, and KnockKnock is just being relentless with this harass. 8 Lurkers finally on the way, but we've got more bio coming across, and we have Marauders added to the mix score.
Yeah, I mean, I feel once again, like Lurkers are nice and like they do really well versus bio, But at the same time, like, you have to set them up, so if KnockKnock keeps pulling Cheoklate apart, it may be very difficult to split his army correctly. But he did so before, so we'll see if he can do it again.
He did in these. His lurkers come in. They have the adaptive talents upgrade. They burrow quickly. Bio being kited back over this Widowmine field, and despite being pushed away, Cheoklate's just taking more and more damage every time he tries to engage this Terran force.
Yeah, indeed. Like the Widowmines are sniping the lurkers before they're even able to burrow, with Marines finishing them up. And yeah, and he has to leave a part of his army on the other side as well in case there's another attack.
Indeed, and Kuro, one thing we haven't pointed out yet, just look at how many workers that Cheoklate's killed. He hasn't killed one SCV so far, and when you're in this kind of situation, it can just, like, Terran can just snowball hard, and a lot of Marauders now coming from KnockKnock, even Ghosts being added to the mix with Cloak. Are we going to be seeing some nukes possibly later on?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that, considering that, like, KnockKnock is really, like, tasking the multitasking of Cheoklate. Like, I could definitely see some nukes being dropped, but I feel like it's more to snipe lurkers for now.
Yeah, I'd say for sure. I do like what Chocolate's doing with this Nida Swarm, however. He's got this, looks like an Overlord at the back of the main base, and there's a sensor tower, so you will probably not get another opportunity, but if he manages to get that, Overlord to drop a Nidus in the main and maybe drop, like, 10, 12 lurks in the production, he could really kind of flip this game on its edge, because at the moment, he is struggling, Kuro, and despite having 8 lurkers, Terran is just churning out more and more units.
Yeah, and I like how you said that, like, there is a sensor tower, but typically we put the sensor tower in the front, so, like, KnockKnock is not expecting a Nidus from the back.
Yeah, exactly, and we see instead he's going to be going for a double Spire play, and KnockKnock, he sees where a lot of the army is, these lurkers get isolated, and I think Cheoklate, this position is going to crumble.
Yeah, I think he's losing this base. Even with the reinforcements from the Lynx, this is not enough to kill this army before they take the whole base.
Yeah, the mobility of Bio just letting KnockKnock just dance around this small Zerg force. These drones rallying to their death. We have Battlecruiser transition, looks like gonna be on the way for, and this Bio, even though it's done so well so far, it's quite battered and bruised. It might get cleaned up here.
Yeah, it will be cleaned up. That said, we can't miss the fact that a few Overlords died in this attack as well, so they actually supply blocking Cheoklate, so he has to wait again to make more of his army, which delays the counter-attack.
And it does indeed, and now we see 3 tanks at a time building for KnockKnock. Looks like he wants to transition to a bit more of a, more of a stable kind of late game. He's got his Ghosts, tanks, battle cruisers. What is this upgrade on the
A Liberator range.
The fusion Liberator range? You don't see that very often. Yeah, do you know much about either of these players late game? I assume KnockKnock he's going for. He must feel slightly comfortable at least.
Well, I guess so. Look, if you thought Steel Mode's memory is bad, mine is not much better, okay?
Oh no, these Hydras isolated off creep, no support, and they're gonna get chased down. These Ghosts gonna snipe away Kuro. It's not looking good for Cheoklate. What is his game plan? He's got Nidus, he's got double Spire, but he's forced just to make Lynx to survive.
Yeah, he has all this tech that he wants to use, but he has to constantly defend the attacks from KnockKnock, and he may be able to clean this army, but with this many snipes, like, all the Hydras are falling down.
Or even a Mana Mule, is it? Or to repair the medevac, maybe? I'd say that would be a mistake,
yeah. I think that was a misclick, because he did scan afterwards.
Yeah, it does happen to some players. I do know, I think it's an E to transform Hellbats. Some players, they can drop a mule instead by accident. But even just, he's probably trying to siege his Liberators, I'd say. But but, see, strong position here.
Even though KnockKnock lost a bunch of army and quite a few Ghosts, to be honest, like, their reinforcements are already here, and Cheoklate is just struggling to muster enough defense.
That he is, and he still has a reasonable drone count, Kuro, and he is getting more lurkers, but we see he's getting pushed back further and further. He's losing ground as the Terran Inquisition comes in and pushes Zerg, takes this Zerg hive, and is just demolishing it.
I like how the lurkers just walk into the bio army, just hack them to death. But there's still quite a lot of it, and they are starting to fall down.
Yeah, no, the lurkers, they do trade reasonably well, but these expensive units just buy with a 6 base turn, sorry, and GG is called. KnockKnock takes the series 2-0.
Yeah, very impressive. Very solid games from KnockKnock once again.
Oh, it takes 400 APM.
Oh.
That's almost more than Oreo. Yeah, GG called. KnockKnock will be advancing into the upper final, I believe. Is it Kuro?
But the grand final even.
The grand final, that's it. So we'll have a 1-game advantage as the other players duke it out in the lower bracket. And yeah, let's check out the exclamation mark bracket in chat. I'm going to do it right now.
Yes.
Bam!
As we can see on the screen right now, we are currently waiting for the result of Napolcochon versus Biweekly, as one of them will face Cheoklate in the lower bracket.
Indeed. Yeah, and that lower bracket will be a best of 3. Napolcochon just Biweekly just a best of 1. And then we have a best of 5 finals. I gotta say though, KnockKnock's looking very powerful. I didn't realize he was 4.8 on the Korean, so that's almost as much. Actually, I think that might be more than me at the moment. But yeah, he's just powering through his bracket so far.
I have to say, I'm kind of happy to see another Taiwanese player after we had Papapanda for such a long time. It's kind of nice to see another like up and comer in Taiwan, because obviously like we do have a lot of Taiwanese players, but most of them are like already established like pros or semi-pros. So it's just kind of nice to like see someone new also like rising up the ranks.
Yeah, for sure. It's really good to see. And the Taiwanese players picking up the reins. From what Papapanda has left. But yeah, it's good to have this kind of diverse tournaments that are run. Players from all over the world. You see different play styles, different kind of pockets. You know, people who excel at some things, and it's really cool seeing how these players like intertwine with each other and how they, you know, what they bring as their personal kind of personality to the MSO.
Yes, I still commend the dedication of the spray. It's just such a small detail.
yeah, like that's for example.
I hope if he goes to like a tournament, like you know, like DreamHack level tournaments, he keeps doing that.
Yeah.
Just so
that would be great.
But yeah, I will take this moment, guys, to remind you that our tournaments, like this one, are funded through Patreon. So if you do want to support our endeavors, feel free to check out our Patreon. Exclamation Patreon will take you there, where you can support us with $1 or more. $1 is enough, guys. You don't need to spend $100 every month. $1 is enough. It's already helping us make these tournaments self-sustainable. And if you do want to support us with more, if you support us with $5 or more, you will also get replay packs.
That you will indeed, Kuro. You know, and it's not just the MSO, or is it the SDO?
What?
I don't know, but you've also got the Sparkling Tuna, where those replay packs have players such as.
Yeah, we get replay packs from most of the professional tournaments that we cast, like the Sparkling Tuna Cup, like Sentimiento Latino, like Copa Hyperion, like what else do we cast nowadays? Like all the like one-off tournaments that we cast, we usually ask for permission and we often get it. We don't have ESL replay packs because these are distributed by ESL themselves and it's up to them how they want to do it. But yeah.
Yes, indeed. That's really cool. So if you want to nab some pro player replays or Papapanda replays even, see a cool game,
I mean,
all it takes is $1.
Papapanda does play in Sparkling Tuna Cup, so every now and then you may catch us a replay of Papapanda too. As we do have a score.
We do indeed. Kuro, can you read out the scorecard? between Bublik versus Napolcochon.
So I'm just getting the reports straight from the battlefield, and it looks like Napolcochon took Bublik 2-0. 2-0? 1-0. What am I saying?
2-0, 2-0 in a
2-0 in best of
That's
one.
pretty
Oh my.
Indeed. And it looks like we'll have Cheoklate versus Napolcochon, a rematch, best of 3.
Indeed.
And this could be another good series. We've already seen it once before, but both these players very evenly matched, I'd like to say.
Oh yeah. And I mean, like this, once again, we talked about it before, like they're very close in the championships of MSO. And they do seem to play each other quite a lot in general, so definitely know each other quite well.
That they do. Another thing about having, these little tournaments, not super well known about so far, but you do have your regulars who come in and they play each other, they know each other's play styles, and it is, yeah, there's always that national pride on the line too, representing your country. But here we go, Kuro. What are your predictions for this series? I put you on the spot. Is that a mosquito? Are you okay?
I don't know. I feel like part of me feels like Cheoklate is the stronger player at the moment. But at the same time, like I'm just thinking if like Cheoklate is like not tilted, but like if he's bothered by how he lost the previous game, like if it like affected his mental state a little bit.
I get you. Yeah, it could be. He didn't seem to. The Pokemon didn't seem too happy about losing to Cheoklate either, but he has had a bit of time. He's gone a bit of a winning streak since then, and maybe cooled down. But for Cheoklate, he's just come straight off a 2-0, as you said. So we'll have to see how that mental game affects both these players. But I'd say, Napolcochon maybe, maybe well, Cheoklate was the cheesier player of the two. Maybe he's had time to kind of refine his builds to be a bit safer. But we'll have to see.
We say cheesy, but like Cheoklate was also the one that was like very defensive when it mattered. So, but also,
yeah, that's right.
I'm also reading the chat, and apparently the game of Napolcochon versus Bublik was like a very long and frustrating game, but like I guess for both players, and yeah, it just ended. Apparently, it included a cannon rush, and Protoss Air.
Yeah, Napolcochon saying he was stuck on 2 bases, and when Corruptors versus me.
Yeah, apparently it was Phoenixes, so not like your General Golden Armada, just Phoenix. Okay, why not?
Yeah, genuinely received Wet Rays or Carriers after a Cannon Rush opening, but it's kind of interesting. I would have been keen to see how that worked out, but I have to say, Kuro, we've had a lot of Zerg so far. Have we casted a Protoss yet?
Today? I don't think we casted Protoss today, no. No. We had Zergs. We had all the Zergs. Knock was our first not Zerg. And I still want to know what is KnockKnock in Spanish. Chat, I'm waiting.
Is it knock, but you say it like a pirate?
Knock, yeah. Yes.
Wonderful, Kuro. You're on it.
Look, I'm actually gonna... Okay, time to open Google Translate. I wonder if it's gonna translate. English. KnockKnock. Spanish. Talk, apparently.
Talk.
So there you go. Now we know.
Nice.
Spelled with a C.
But yes, I'm not sure if we players are.
Oh wait, I should be making a map, I think. But the players are busy talking, so hey.
Yeah, I was wondering, have they done their vetoes yet? They had a nice
Look,
little chat away.
No, there's no vetoes. There's the map, but like usually it's Steamboat who's making the lobbies while I set up the stream, so I kind of forget about this. It's like, oh yeah, lobbies. Anyway.
Are we gonna be playing on US West? Is it or?
No, you're on the same thing
Central?
as Wes. So what server? So I see them talking about servers. Okay, so we are going to West. Yes, I might be getting very hungry right now.
Hungry little Kuro, that's okay. Series left. Okay. So we're finally in our lobby, guys, for Napolcochon versus Cheoklate. The countdown has begun.
As I can see in the chat that the predictions have been set up. So make sure to vote.
You have indeed, Kuro. Don't encourage me because I will think about my points. But here we go,
Bet
spawning
Trace.
in that.
You know we
top
want
left.
to. You want to bet Trace. Do you want
Oh,
to bet?
no.
Do you know who's gonna win?
Spawning in that top left position. It is the player that I may want to bet on, but maybe not. It is playing for PT Hero, the blue Zerg. Can he make his way back and get into the grand final? Give it up for the Singapore player Cheoklate.
And in the bottom right corner of Berlingrad LE we have the red Zerg player, representing GDA team and the land of France. It is Napolcochon. Chase, do you know any French?
Oui. Omelette tout fromage. That means a cheese omelette. Do you,
Nice.
s'il vous plaît?
Not really.
Just
I know a few
Je m'appelle.
words. I know like I know
Yeah,
like a
merci.
few words that were like useful. Like for example, I know that like people say au revoir as a goodbye. Like it's like
Au revoir?
Yeah, it's not like that's like the proper way to say it, but like when they just say it, it's just like au revoir, and like just keep going, you know. Like a common way to say it. But we have
Yeah.
to hold on with this conversation because there's a drone here and some links.
Yeah, Kuro, this looks like it's going to be a spine crawler tool. Or he's going to use it for Evo. Based off the position of the drone, I'd say this is going to be a spine.
Yeah. The drones of the chocolate are coming down, but they're alone for now. The links are still on the way and the spine is going down.
Kuro, that is not enough drones to fight this straight up. And it's really Chocolate just going to buy time. His hatchery could get a bit low, but I think that Napolcochon, if he micros correctly, or no, the links are going to buy time.
Yeah, now he has the links as well, but he has to be so careful. Now he's trying to attack this spine, but I think it's gonna go out. Maybe? Oh,
Yeah, he's going to clean this up. The spine will get cancelled as well. And, Chocolate holds, only losing 2 drones. Wow.
yeah, solid hold for Chocolate. Once again, like it turns out like Chocolate is really good at playing defensively.
That he is indeed. Meanwhile, it says a reasonably fast, well, not a reasonably fast gas, but Napolcochon getting his gas. Meanwhile, Chocolate, he's kind of, yeah, he's floating quite a bit of larvae there for a second, makes 5 drones at once. He's still up 300 minerals, but no Zergling speed yet from our Singapore Zerg player. So I'm gonna guess Napolcochon's gonna go for a 2 base play. Most likely Kuro, but Chocolate just being a little bit greedy and not getting that link speed yet. Lair.
Oh, yeah. Now we see why. Now, do you think this is just roaches? Seeing as the Evo was going down and roach ran now, yeah, it is just roaches. So he's gonna have that roach speed, while Napolcochon is busy catching up in bronze.
Yeah, no, certainly. I think if it was something a little bit more cheesier, a little bit more wild, we'd see another gas have gone down by now. People are going to drop a second gas soon. But yeah, this looks like just kind of a standard opening for Chocolate. We'll see the fast timing. It worked out for him last time. You know, we have to remember last time they played. But Roach Warren also from the Napolcochon. But unlike Cheoklate Kuro, he's hiding it. He's getting link speed.
Oh yeah, indeed.
What does this mean, my fellow?
Chase,
Yes.
can you check
Yes.
on your mic that it's not too far because you're getting quieter?
Oh, sorry, Kuro.
Thank you.
This is. Let me rotate it. This is better.
Yeah, I think a little bit. Oh yeah,
I'm whispering and making it quieter.
I guess this is like link roach question mark? I mean, there is no Evo, so there will be no upgrades for the roaches, and there is no lair, so there will be no speed for the roaches. So
This is an all-in Kuro from Napolcochon.
okay.
But unfortunately, you know, this is the kind of build that preys off of a 3-base opener, but Chocolate went lair before 3rd base, so I feel like despite, you know, the being a reasonable build by Napolcochon, Chocolate, I feel like he'll be able to hold as he keeps droning, but we'll see.
Yeah, like unless like he just mistimes the moment he makes the units, I actually feel like Chocolate is a fairly good position. He still has a few links and he is making some roaches now, but there's actually not a lot of army for him.
Not a lot indeed, and as we see Kuro, the roaches are coming across. This is the smallest map in the pool. There's only links. He's only making 2 roaches now. He's kind of supply blocked in Kuro. That is a lot of roaches Napolcochon has.
It is, but there is defender's advantage. Oh, the roaches are trying to focus the roach warren though, so he has to be careful. The links in the meantime are denying the third, but these roaches may not be enough to break through yet.
Yeah, and Chocolate needs to hold this little choke point, not let the Zerglings in, but those roaches are going to snipe and the lings are going to flood inside Kuro. 10 roaches in the way, but is this position broken?
Yeah, the roaches are now inside of the base of Chocolate, and oh, the roaches of his spawn as well, and he may actually be able to barely hold it. It's a speed finish, the speed finish for Chocolate.
Yeah, the speed and +1 finishing, it looks like he might be able to hold because his ling's going to get 2 shot, but Kuro, the work count has been reset, and it looks like Chocolate, you know, he's going to need to counter or do something, I guess, because actually he's only 3 workers down at the moment, and he does still have a queen, but
Yeah, I was gonna say he did lose like 20 workers, but like he's around the same as Napolcochon is, and they both lost like most of their armies, so I think they're kind of even-ish.
yeah, I want to say Chocolate's got he's got a slight advantage because upgrade wise he's going to have. Oh, actually these roaches are going to get surrounded from behind, but the lings, you know, they're just going to get 2 shot. That's the advantage of that +1 attack, and no, Chocolate is. Where does he go from here, Kuro?
Lurkers.
Lurkus?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pog. Pog. Not a bad idea.
That's what I'm saying. I may be wrong, but that's my look. I just seen a lot of lurkers from Chocolate today, so that's just what I'm assuming he will do. I'm not sure what Napolcochon is planning though.
Napolcochon, he's got his lair now, finally. But yeah, he's still only on 31 drones. He's kind of massed all these roaches in case of a counter-attack. Now he's just kind of big vibing, but we see, ooh, Kuro, we see Spire versus Burrow Roach, and this is the interaction. This could go either way.
That is very interesting. I mean, Napolcochon does have the lair, so he can get Overseers. But is he expecting roaches in his base? He has only 2 bases, so if the roaches get into his base and like kill all his drones, like he's done. But he seems to be very all-in this game anyway.
Yeah, he does. 2-base play, not a bad idea. he's still on quite a light drone count. We see a third base being dropped for Cheoklate, and I think it's going to come down to if Cheoklate can secure that third base. You know, if he can kind of mac around it, because for the position that Napolcochon's in, he's taking a bit of a gamble. But we've seen before, Kuro, Spire can be very oppressive in this matchup.
Oh yeah, it definitely can be. I mean, roaches can shoot up. You know. It's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I don't know if they just sit on the little roach butts and just kind of like shoot into the air, but no, Ravagers kind of can roaches shoot up if Ravagers can, you know, because you know is a roach like
kind of.
you know how a butterfly goes from like a, a caterpillar to a cocoon to a butterfly.
Yeah, I was saying the Ravager is the butterfly. By the way, I want to quickly commend both players on their Overlord vision. The Overlord is just flying all over the map. Now it's more Chocolate Overlord as he's been cleaning Napolcochons up pretty often. But still, like they both have a lot of vision on the map, which is really nice.
Yeah, unfortunately though, Napolcochon does not have vision for detecting these underground roaches, and they're gonna sneak on by. Chocolate sees the roach count, he sees mutas, and oh, actually Napolcochon sees those roaches burrow as well, and maybe a bit of a premature lift here from Chocolate as the Overseer's on the way now.
Yeah, but at the same time, his main army is going to the front where the army of Napolcochon is not, and he's gonna quickly deal with these spines.
Oh wow, indeed, Kuro, good spot as we see the roaches now isolated trying to pick up these burrowed roaches, and it looks like Chocolate, not only is the muta's going across, just kind of hitting the third base, but it doesn't matter if you lose your third if your opponent loses their natural.
Yeah, exactly. The natural Napolcochon is completely demolished, and the mutas only did some damage, but the drones even burrowed, so they can't be damaged anymore.
There you go, GGG is cold and Chocolate actually. Wow, I did not expect that game to swing that way. You had a plan, you stick to it, Kuro, and it worked.
Indeed. Like, I mean, as we said, like, Napolcochon was going for all-in build after all-in build, and like, he was not prepared for the defensive play. He did not have spores for detection, he did not have the overseers, and yeah, it cost him.
Indeed, and also that choice to kind of send the mutas across the map, and just, I don't know, hope that he could hold back at home too. It was...
I mean, to be honest,
yeah, I don't know.
mutas are very slow at killing roaches too, so...
They are indeed. Anyway, we can play Central for game 2. We can play EU. Okay, let's play EU, then I have to switch the server. But yeah, it looks like, keep in mind this is a best of 3. And the players just figuring out which server they will choose next.
Yeah, this is one of these things where Chocolate is like, you know what, my ping for Central is messed up, I just prefer you. It's like, you know, it's one of those things, it's just like, it's just so bad, might as well just play over, like, whatever. It's kind of like Demi also plays on Europe, because like, he just has so bad ping everywhere, so it's like, whatever.
I wish I had 200 ping to EU. Napolcochon saying
Light is not
that is
here,
unplayable.
Yeah,
right. We're going to EU server.
Yep, we are going to EU. Get ready for trying to get the players, as the chats on EU are actually bugged. As I'm gonna quickly download this replay from RIJ Skater, who requested the replay cast.
Ooh, okay.
So we're gonna be doing that after we finish the tournament.
Another game.
Save this.
I think I'm connecting to EU. Oh, I have to restart. Give me a second.
Yeah, it gives me time to download the replay, put it in the right folder. That's not what I clicked. I did not want to open this folder and DLC player. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Hold on, let me get the part. So before we had Napolcochon with his European nick of loser, but he has since changed back to Napolcochon. And this time we have Cheoklate with an original nick. As Cheoklate is playing as Tools of Ease.
I like his clan tag. LOTVXT.
Yep.
Good old Legacy of the Void. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be playing this game on the European server.
Like, this is so nice that like I can delay the game because I'm the one making it. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna do it. I was just getting the replay into the game, so no, that's not what I clicked, StarCraft. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, hold on, let me get Chase into the party.
Me! Yes.
And we need a map.
Man, I'm getting sleepy. I have low energy at the moment. No bueno.
We have the exciting replay to cast afterwards. I heard the previous ones were pretty good.
Yeah, we do indeed. We'll have to cast that one.
Also, Brody is in the chat apparently.
Ready? Oh, yes indeed. Bear camera pre-recorded. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Hard Skater. I am just a little sleepy at the moment. It was a bit of an impromptu cast, but we could not leave Kuro to carry by herself because she literally does everything by herself anyway.
And still needed a day off as he's currently helping his family for Passover. So you know, family holidays. Gotta take part in the family traditions.
That's it, indeed. And here we go, Kuro, as we spawn into map number 2, I believe. Yes. Spawning in the bottom right position, going to take the gold base. It is the Zerg player playing for GDA Gaming, all the way from France, maybe not all the way anymore because we're on the EU server. Give it up for Napolcochon.
I mean, I think he's still French despite being on the server. This drone is not going for a gold base. That's all I'm saying. But regardless, we have the Blue Zerg player in the top left corner of the Pride of Altaris, representing Platinum Heroes and the land of Singapore. It is Cheoklate. Also known as Tools of Ease.
This is annoying.
He's not playing Protoss. Does he know that?
Yeah, I think you just want to get the scout off to kind of, you know, just confirm it wasn't any shenanigans as he sees the hatch. He doesn't actually see the hatch go down, I think. At least he does.
Yeah,
and then
he's getting a hatch first on his own.
Yeah, so nothing too crazy really. Normally if you see a scout like this to confirm that it's not a, an early pull, you go for the gold then. But, yeah, nothing too crazy. Maybe because they did play. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they play on this map? No, was it Papapanda who played on this map?
Yeah, Papapanda played Cheoklate on this map.
Ball? Yeah. But as we see, nothing too crazy so far from either player.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Napolcochon did get a little bit of a delay on the hatchery, but more or less they are similar, and the drone was not lost either.
No, it was not. As we see, third base going to be going down for Napolcochon. And Kuro, we've got a standard game on this map in ZVZ for once.
Yeah, standard and like economical slow game with speed after third base. As Napolcochon starts with the psychological fight.
Bit cheeky we are.
Yep. Bit of a banter there. It's again like these players like play each other fairly often. Like they were discussing in the lobby chat that apparently they must have met up on ladder before and had some pretty interesting games. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's right. As we see, this looks like it could be a two-base opening for Cheoklate, who's got tools of ease. That's gonna be confused a bit.
Yep. Meanwhile, Napolcochon is going for that safety bending nest, but I do wonder if it actually comes into play or if he also is gonna go straight into roaches afterwards.
Yeah, we've seen this quite often. And as we see, Napolcochon is going to be confirming it as a two-base opener. Kind of a lair. Did Linkspeed finish this game? I don't believe so. No.
We have
And
link
two
speed
guesses
for
coming.
Napolcochon.
Napolcochon, not for Cheoklate, yes.
Yes.
It looks like Cheoklate will be the one to make the first move as we see Roach Speed on the way.
Indeed, he does not have a third base, it's just a two-base roach timing, I guess.
Indeed. Pretty chill, just the one kind of Baneling just vibing out. A couple units on the map for Napolcochon. But for the most part, Kuro, it looks like we're going to be seeing a two-base Roach attack, plus one attack into a 2-1 follow-up from Cheoklate, and Napolcochon, he can afford to go up to about 50 drones if he wants to be tight, but then he'll just need to pump out Roaches to hold.
Yeah, I assume he's going for the roaches for defense. Although he did take the fourth gas, and as you see, it is Spire.
Yeah, no, I don't know how this is gonna work out, Kuro. This could, I feel like he could just get walked over here.
I mean, you say that, but he is making 10 links as well, so I feel like he will be a bit more heavy on the links that we usually see. He's getting a spine crawler too to delay the roach push, but the spine crawlers didn't do well when they were distracted, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's right, as we see. Little changeling, gonna scout the third base timing. Going to come in, scout the main. See, there's no gas taking the main. And just gonna prod with the lings out the front. So just trying to keep Cheoklate on his toes, but seeing those roaches pop Kuro, that could put alarm bells going up in his head.
Yeah, and the roaches are already moving through the map. They should be seen by one of the overlords. Yeah, probably this one will see them. But there are only links ready for Napolcochon.
Yeah, you see he's fully given up this third base location, but Cheoklate's just going to go straight into the natural. He knows he has to win the game here as the Baneling can't hold. And Kuro, these spines are going to finish, but are they enough to hold on here?
Yeah, the 3 spines alone are not gonna hold all of these roaches. There are more links on the way, there are the mutas on the way, but the roaches are doing damage in the base right now.
Yeah, they are. No, the mutas pop, but the roaches are already on top of this natural. We've got reinforcing roaches coming as well. Lings holding the line at this ramp, but can they hold it for these mutas? They don't have enough DPS. More mutas reinforcing and more lings on the way, Kuro, but this is some terrible damage happening.
Yeah, there was some very nice block on the ramp with the roaches, not letting the links surround them, and now the drones are starting to fall. 27 already down. The mutas are doing their best, but all the drones are gonna fall down.
That they will indeed, Kuro. And the roaches, even though they're eventually going to get cleaned up, we see there's only 9 workers left for Napolcochon, and he can't even afford to make more, Kuro.
Yep, the roaches are now all dead, but 38 drones down, and there's more roaches coming.
Yeah, no. Eventually, these roaches will get cleaned up, but it's just it just doesn't matter anymore. Really strong timing by by Cheoklate, as we see, still streaming roaches across, and these meters, these last few drones now down to 5, or it's they're gonna be down to 0 soon. GG.
Yeah, and Cheoklate is moving to the finals.
Yeah, there we go. Best of 5 finals is going to be a ZVT. It's going to be a ZVT anyway, but a rematch, however.
Indeed. So we will be. Oh yeah. What server we will be playing on? I guess we will find out after the break. So
That's right.
get ready, get some drinks, get some snacks, and exclamation mark Patreon.
Yeah.
And welcome back after this break to Master Swan Open 72 as we are getting ready for the grand finals of today's tournament. Yes, I'm hoping Chase is there. I'm not sure Chase is there. Oh, hold on, I didn't definitely. And ha! Welcome, Chase.
Ah! Hello?
I might have forgotten to undeafen. Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Hello, welcome. We are back, guys, in the grand finale of the 72nd iteration of the MSO?
Yes.
Master Swan Open Kuro? Yes. As we hop into our final.
Hold on, this is important. He's not spraying the heart.
This is very important, actually.
Oh no, what happened? Is he okay?
I don't know, we'll have to find out as we introduce in the bottom right, playing for Kasu Fan Club. It is your Taiwanese Terran player coming from the upper bracket with a 1-0 advantage. In the blue, it's KnockKnock.
As I just have realized that my scene switcher was up. Don't worry guys, you didn't miss anything, but there is no heart under the decal.
It's a disaster. Maybe you heard us last series.
Maybe. But I like the decal thing. Anyway, on the other side of the map we have the red Zerg player representing Platinum Heroes in the land of Singapore. It is once again Cheoklate. Which is the very snack I just had during the break.
Oh, yum. But yes, Kuro. ZVT, again, we are back.
Yeah, and it's the same players too, so we'll see how different or how same it will go this time. And we're still waiting for this heart. Anyway, it's not there. There are 2 racks though.
It looks like we're going to have it. This is like a 2-on-1 Kuro.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're going 2-on-1. Haven't seen that one in a little bit, but not too surprising. There is an SCV patrolling the third base of Cheoklate, just making sure he's not doing anything too aggressive.
As we also see, we have got no Zergling speed just yet. A bit of a looks like a clash build here from Cheoklate. The Reaper gonna come and shoot away at these Zerglings. That the Queen will put a stop to those shenanigans.
Okay, Chase.
Yeah.
Walk us through. What is a clash build?
Clash build. So the clash build originated from the Zerg players Lambo and Rainy used to be on a team called Clash, QLASH, and they would do this build where they take 2 drones off gas at 60. They send one of them to the third base, and they take the third before making the overlord. So the advantage of that is it allows them to get the third base down before the Reaper gets here, but they have a slight supply block. That's what we saw, 20 out of 28 for a moment.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
A crash class on the Clash build. Oh yeah, it's fallen out of favor. In recent times, you know, players have been sneaking out that Overlord and just hiding the drone behind the third, because most times the Reaper goes straight to the natural. But but yeah, still has remnants. You still see it around.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, seeing like it's pretty much standard that the Reaper will now go to the other side of the map to check on that part. So yeah, it's very nice to get it before it gets there. So definitely understandable.
Yeah, some players just like the safety of knowing they're getting their third base down, not getting blocked. You don't have to worry about any shenanigans like so. But this is interesting, Kuro. Oh no, it's not interesting actually.
What?
Oh, what's up?
What is
Hello?
interesting?
I was gonna say this is a fast Evo chamber, but then I just realized no, it's because it's a 2-on-1. So it looks like we did have Cheoklate. He does have an Overlord, seeing that stim on the barracks. Only one medevac, however, for KnockKnock. Is that a mistake, Kuro? Actually, well, what is this build?
Yeah, this is a 2-on-1, but with Widow Mines and a single medevac.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough medevac spaces for all those Marines, and I think KnockKnock's just realizing maybe
he's making 2 now.
He's gonna follow up.
I wonder if that Widow Mine actually delayed the medevac. Not quite sure, but he's gonna move out regardless.
Yeah, he will, and we go. The Widow Mine, really useful for zoning away units. It can, you know, when you have this many Marines, it can be a bit hard for Zerg to trigger it by sending a couple links forward, because the Marines kind of baby the Widow Mine like so. But I think that Cheoklate he's recognized. You know, he's got a good number of lings and queens, and I'm not sure if just the one medevac how this will go here.
Yeah, I mean, you also have to be careful because those are early game Marines that they may also suffer damage, like these ones. But they are being killed by this medevac, except, yeah, it's just killing links. That's all the damage Nectar get.
Yeah, not too bad. We see 13 drones pumped by Cheoklate. Just the one medevac being pushed away. And it's not even full. So not the greatest, I guess, for these. Not the greatest trade for KnockKnock, but it's not too, you know, not that bad either. Just pretty standard. As we see, a third base already finished, going to be landing soon anyway.
Yeah, like that was not like a game-ending push. Like he was just trying to get the damage he can, and yeah, didn't get too much, but he tried his best.
He did indeed.
By the way,
as we see Cheoklate.
Do you think that drop failed because he didn't spray the heart?
Kuro, yes, I think so indeed.
I'm actually legit concerned because I've never seen him not spray the heart. I'm like,
yeah.
did he like, you know, get upset or something? Like, or was he so bothered by that misclick with the mule? So I saw him like still being sorry after the game. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, we see it's almost 6 Overlords for Cheoklate in supply block. This drop as well. I think maybe you're right, Kuro. Maybe the fortunes will change because we don't have a spray.
Oh, these medevacs though, they have to be careful. One of them already falls down. Now the Marines will deal with the queens, but the transfuses are there.
Now the queens need to be careful where the lings. They're in the main Kuro, and even though only a couple of queens went down, that's a lot of energy just used to keep them alive.
Indeed, that means they won't be there for later, but these Marines are trying their best to just shave off as many links as they can, but eventually they do have to evacuate.
Yep, and we see Cheoklate's kind of playing a very kind of strange style. He's going just mass kind of Ling Bane, and he's getting an infestation pit as well. Is this for Hive, Kuro, or do you think this is going to be for infestors?
I mean, we do have Hive, I guess.
Oh, true. I'm not sure if you can support this much infrastructure off just yeah, there we go. 7th and 8th gases going down. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
Do you think it's just for lurkers, or he's actually just gonna go Linkbane Hydra?
He's getting upgrades, so I assume he'd add some Hydras in.
Is it the same? We have some harassment on the other side of the map, I believe, but here the main force is attacking now the 4th base. The Lynx are gonna try to defend this. The tank is actually doing a bit of friendly damage on the Marines because of the surround, but this is not enough to stop all of these Marines.
Yeah, no, and,
Oh god.
a bit of stims going. Oh, Liberator getting taken out. Kuro, what have you seen?
Remember the slow banelings?
Yes.
Look in the middle of the map.
On the mini-map.
In the middle of the map. Yeah, oh, going up, going up. Can we get a connection?
Oh, no. Oh, Kuro! I don't know how I feel about this.
Ah, they're going!
Wow.
I mean, they do kill most of the army, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm surprised that went so. I feel like it still wasn't the greatest trade, however. It's reflected in the units lost, but Cheoklate, I don't know if he really needed to kind of, you know, force the issue there.
This is the second time Cheoklate does it. It's like he's just like, you know, showing an example of strength in numbers. Which, you know, it doesn't matter that the banelings can get there if there's like million of them.
It's an alpha move, that's right. Yeah. Even the tanks couldn't stop the banelings. We see. I'm not a huge fan of this base right here, Kuro, because if you look at the creep, it's spread towards the bottom. That bottom base, even though it's a bit closer to the third, the fourth isn't much further away from that top base, and it's just, yeah, I like it better.
Yeah, and because the bases of Cheoklate are so spread out, he has to really divide his forces to defend all the attacks from both sides by KnockKnock, which he does fairly frequently. This seems to be definitely his style of play.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, see, again, KnockKnock seems to favour just this, you know, just small number tank move outs just to kind of keep his opponent on the toes, as we see Cheoklate now fortifying the space with some spork rollers. Extra accident Ghost Academy going down in Kuro. It looks like we could be heading into the late game, and I want to ask you, where are the points on this map that a lot of the contesting is going to be happening for both players as they venture into the late game?
You know what, Chase? I feel like every time you ask me a question, I feel like I'm on an exam and it's like, now, Kuro, give me your in-game information. What do you know about this matchup, huh? Where is it? I'm like, I'm still Platinum 3, I almost got demoted to Bronze.
No, no, I'm just curious, you know, because I'm not sure, you know these players better than I do, obviously because they've been around a long time, especially Cheoklate, and I just think, knowing their playstyles, where you think a lot of you think it's just going to be around the watchtowers where the battling's happening, or the open's going to be opened up, or?
I don't know, I think it's gonna be around Cheoklate's bases, really, because KnockKnock seems to have that style where, like, he just keeps dropping, he just keeps doing small fires, but hold that thought.
Yeah, we have these lurkers pushing forward and they're upgradeless, but he's just going to crush this position here in KnockKnock. He's going to get absolutely cleaned up here, Kuro.
Yeah, the Zerg Swarm has arrived and it's just the Lynx and Lurkers and nothing else to support him, really. But it turns out that's just enough to clean up this army.
And this might be a little bit adventurous by Cheoklate here, but there's no tanks, there's only Marines left against the Lunkers. And we see this base. Now Cheoklate's going to push forward even more.
Yeah, he's just getting the reinforcements ready. The Lurkers are zoning out the Marines while the Lynx are finishing the rest.
They are in a fortified position now, some tanks shelling away. Surprised not to see any Vipers, but Cheoklate's going to force an evacuation of this base. Thankfully only 3 workers lost for KnockKnock, but yeah, did you know there's a space below? Oh, Cheoklate doesn't know.
Careful. He almost lost all these Lurkers by not digging them in, but instead he finds space and he's gonna take it down. Maybe?
Yeah, he takes it up, he forces it up, but we see. Wow, now for the first time in well, not just this series, but the last series we played. Oh wow.
The Lurkers are still there.
That could even burn down.
Yeah, but he's busy with the main army here as the Lurkers are destroying the tanks, and now it's just the Marines here again with all these Lurkers swarming in.
Yeah, we see getting on top of these tanks. The tanks can't kite back like the buyer, they're going to get caught out. And KnockKnock again, he's stuck, he's got a couple of ghosts, but there's no splash to deal with this army here.
Yeah, indeed, and that is it. The game goes to Cheoklate.
GG is called. Cheoklate. He evens it up 1-1 because we must keep in mind KnockKnock has the upper bracket advantage, and now Kuro, we've got a best of 3 on our hands.
That indeed we do. I do hope that KnockKnock is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna see. I will say that Cheoklate has been playing really well today in general.
You know, I'd agree. No spray on the waifu. Probably played a bit of a role there. We'll be curious to see. I think the defining point you should have said, Kuro, was at the start of the game if he drops the heart on the decal.
Yes. That's
where it all happened.
The KnockKnock is, it's a good luck charm. But yeah, I do think like we saw a bit like different plays from Cheoklate. Like we saw some crazier games. We saw very defensive play styles, which is interesting. KnockKnock is also doing really well today with like all his like multi prongs and like drops and stuff. And I'm just really happy with this finals that like we got 2 of actually best performing players today.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. And I think yeah, like KnockKnock is a really good player as we saw early on, but Cheoklate as well. Master 1, he's also 4.8. These players definitely the peak of what this tournament has to offer in regards to the MMR kind of skill range we have. But yeah, as we go into Hardwire, game number 2.
Indeed we are. Which is programado in Spanish, I believe.
Programado.
It's like programmed. So it's 1-1.
Great. Where's the heart?
I'm waiting. To be honest, I don't remember when he does it. I think he does it when he takes gas or when he makes it.
He does it right at the start, doesn't he?
Yeah, usually he does it like at the start. Oh no.
Oh no, Kuro. I predict Cheoklate to take this match. GG, let's get out of here. Let's go to the next one. But yes, here we go. Anyway, spawning in the bottom left with the man we are talking about, the fan club member of Kasu, which he is representing, playing from Taiwan. It is the blue Terran player. Give it up for KnockKnock.
I knew I was forgetting something. Now I know what. I didn't set up the casting tool. It's fine. But anyway, we are here on Hardwire. In the top right corner we have the red Zerg player representing Platinum Heroes and the land of Singapore. It is Cheoklate. Once again?
Nothing's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say something about the game, but nothing is happening at all. So rape for fast expand as a hatch first.
Yeah, like that's like the most standard you can get. Like the most. To be honest, I don't like using the word standard because standard doesn't mean slow or economical. Standard just means what most people play, and if most people play 12 pool, then 12 pool is standard,
Exactly. I think. What about when you say like maybe standard macro play?
I guess so, yeah.
I guess we can dive a little bit further, but yeah, if we see here 2 drones coming off, going to the natural. This third drone most likely going to go to the third base. Yes, it is, and we see it's going to take the third before this Reaper gets here. So another clash build, Kuro.
Yeah, a great example of the clash build once again, as this Reaper is still going across the map and is actually not even gonna go to this location first.
Actually, yeah, this was a Overlord before third base, so this is Oreo's little build. He's got his YouTube channel. Shout out to Oreo, CranKy, Duckling, Leia.
Yes, we noticed. I mean, Chase noticed, but we noticed. So shout out to Cheoklate for doing Oreo build, apparently.
Exactly. Probably in the last game, probably people in chat like, actually, it was Overlord before third. But
I mean,
yes,
if
sure.
Oreo was there, he probably would say that, right?
Yeah, he would. or I wouldn't let it go.
I'm afraid he is a little busy though with his studies and everything.
But oh, Kuro, we have a third CC on the way.
Yeah, a third CC before starport, which is fairly common nowadays, I have to say.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say Aliens 2. We're gonna probably see yeah, just a 1-1-1 obviously. This Reaper, however, oof, almost getting surrounded, but
I missed it. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
so good, so good, it's okay. Don't stress.
I definitely wasn't looking at the chat. Don't at me. And now the two
yeah.
Hellions are joining the Reaper and more Hellions are on the way as well. And yeah, we'll see how much damage Knock can get with this force.
We will indeed. Again, a delayed link speed from Cheoklate, and I'm not sure if KnockKnock's picked up on that yet. He probably noticed there's no link speed there. Maybe if he wins this game, the next series he could go for a gas first kind of 4 Hellion run by to punish that. But just for now, we see Overlook on the scout and see everything that's going on, Kuro.
Yeah, and what is going on is once again Banshees. I mean, to be fair, Cheoklate did not see that the Tech Lab was researching, but I guess he can assume that if there's no fusion core anywhere, it's most likely Banshees. Also, look at that! The heart! It's there! It's back!
Damn, wait, what's...
I know there are drones dying, but the heart!
Wasn't it a red heart before?
No, it's the same heart. It's the same heart.
Oh, it's the same heart.
It's just the lighting.
The light. Oh, true. Yes. But Kuro, we have yeah, six drones going down, but not
yeah.
This is kind of...
The Hellions did
normal.
get into the natural and did snipe a few drones. As you can see, they are still damaged, and the Queens were not quite in the position. But now it's only 2 Hellions, so they shouldn't be able to take too much.
Maybe it's like a prayer thing, right? Like before he goes like a Hellion dive or sends his Banshees in, he drops the heart. But, we see here, and at first I wasn't too sure about this, what Cheoklate's doing, but just seeing how he's a little bit weak when it comes to managing his injects, I don't mind getting this base in between the other bases, because he's playing Lingbane style, he's falling behind in the lava, so it's not a bad idea actually.
To be honest, I kind of feel like we have to ask Ender about this, what he thinks. Because I like Ender always has this hatch, but I think he puts it like between main and natural. I feel like he would be the expert to ask about this.
He certainly would be the expert. That's one thing for sure. But yeah, it looks like fast Bane speed this time around. But Bane speed is not going to help. But the Queen's right in position with the Spore for it.
Yeah, the Spore is there as well, so this Cloak is not gonna help the Banshees. That said, they can outrange it a little bit, so these Queens and Drones have to be careful, but there won't be too much damage done.
Yep, Overseer coming out, and actually if you look at this Queen position, this is phenomenal by Cheoklate. He's got 2 Queens at every base. This Banshee's going to get pushed back. Does lose a singular Queen there, but he's holding this quite well, and he's even making 14 drones too. He's powering through his macro.
Yeah, once again, we see, like, that's what I would say, like, the whole day. Like, Cheoklate has been really good defensively today. Like, he makes these positions, like, yeah, there are Banshees, okay, I have Queens at every base, I have Spores in most bases, I'm fine. And, like, he is fine. He is holding, and he's progressing to the next stage of the game.
He is indeed, and meanwhile, if we look at our Terran player, third base is secured, Widow Mine's starting to be produced. Even though, you know, his +1 armor is a bit delayed, but his +1 attack is quite far ahead, as we see going to move out with combat shields here and +1 attack, and we only have the first 2 upgrades starting for Cheoklate, so a bit of an avenue being attacked, creep going down for Cheoklate, where this attack is coming from, but is he going to have enough units to hold this, Kuro?
Yeah, Cheoklate, he is making 20 links, so at least that will definitely help, but there's a lot of Widow Mines as well as the 2 Hellbats on the front. So it may be a bit tricky to hold, and also the Cheoklate is in the middle of transitioning into Hydra, so I'm not sure how much he expected this attack.
Yeah, not at all. Widow Mine's going off, and these lings without any splash damage, these drones, sorry, these Marines are just gonna cruise on through.
Yeah, this hatchery will most likely be going down, but actually the Marines are starting to get cleaned up by the Lynx and the mines are not yet reset.
Yeah, no, it looks like even with the extra hatchery full of lava, Chocolate floating 2,000 minerals at this crucial moment, just barely will have enough to hold, but the Widow Mines finish up again, Kuro.
Yeah, they kill off all of the Lynx, but there's enough to clean up the Terran forces and the hatchery survives.
Yeah, it does, but at what? Oh, getting the Banshee. That's 15 more drones on the way. I don't know, I feel like the second push coming out with these libs to harass as well, Kuro. This could be the nail in that coffin.
Oh, I like how he left a little bit of the forces here, so they actually killed the counter-attack from Cheoklate, and now he sees the rest of the Marines joining in, and I'm not sure he has enough to defend.
Yeah, no, yeah, Baneling's morphing, and he sees the Banes being morphed. These Marines are so weak, Kuro. We've got a Liberator at the third, a Liberator at the main. Oh my day. And these Marines, however, they are quite weak, and Bane Speed's finished.
Yeah, the Bane Speed's finished, but this time it's not as many Banelings as previously. And as KnockKnock is pre-splitting his Marines as well, so I don't think actually Cheoklate can get as good connections as last game.
Yeah, and I'd say, it looks like things have stabilized for now, but this Liberator core, it's got 10 kills, 11, 12, oh, 13. 70 workers have gone down to these libs, Kuro.
The main army is still fighting in the middle of the map, and now the Lynx and Banelings are trying to get into the Marines, but they are being kited. Oh, beautiful Widowmine shots on all of the Banelings. There are only a few of them left with the Hydras.
Yeah, no, some huge hits, not just Hydras, and these Marines, they're going to feel comfortable to push in here. There's there's not many Banelings left, and he's just gonna A-move. I think Chocolate is going to fall behind in this series, Kuro.
Remember what Yaku said way back when? A to make them, A to move them. The only button I need.
I think we have to agree it was the heart that kind of really came in.
Oh, yeah.
Shit today. 100%.
Yeah, he has to move away for now as the Queens are actually starting to deal real damage to these Medivacs and the Marines. The Marines are really low by now, but there are more reinforcements coming, so I think KnockKnock should be able to close out this game soon.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. As we see Chocolate, he is just, droning, but we've got multi-prong now coming from our Taiwanese Terran player, and he just doesn't have the resources to deal with the onslaught, the battering that's coming from both sides here.
The Widowmine shot actually targeted the Broodlings, and now the Marines on the front are hurt because of that. But there are only Queens here to face them, so if they bunch up...
They bunch up Kuro. What happens?
I mean, look. This is a lot of DPS, okay? Man with gun. Man with gun pretty good. And there's a lot of them.
It's very good indeed. I will not argue with you there because you are 100% correct. And yeah, Chocolate, he doesn't want to give up, but it's not looking good, is it?
Yeah, he has 26 Zerglings right now, and that's his whole army. He's trying to make more, Hydras as well, but with the reinforcements coming from KnockKnock, it's just hard for him to hold on. And this is a minefield.
It is literally a minefield, and soon maybe Chocolate will run out of Lings to deal with them. There's so many mines here, isn't there, Kuro?
They're just sending one by one.
Top left base. The Lings go marching one by one, but this base has been spotted at the edge of creep, and Kuro, this is his last bastion, this is his last mining base that is at full kind of capacity.
That it is. He's trying to go around the army, I think, but this Zerg force doesn't look too big, and there are so many Marines here.
Yeah, and there's no Baileys, there's no splash Kuro, and it looks like the Hydra's gonna just try and evacuate the drones. But GG, KnockKnock takes the lead. Is that 2-1 now?
Yes, it is 2-1 for
KnockKnock. Yes. Kuro, big brain. Yeah, here we go. We are going to be seeing. This could be the final game upcoming between these two players.
It's good, as KnockKnock is currently on match point. I'm gonna quickly fix this. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, do you think this was the heart? He did spray the heart and then he won. Just saying.
I think 100% that's why he won. He had the heart.
The heart of the cards! No, wait, drunk anime.
The heart of the cards, Kuro, but yeah, it looks like we're going to have. Oh wait, what? Okay, I thought I had to leave
Huh?
because I'm on the. I've got central blocked. I thought we were on central, but no, we're good.
No.
Oh.
This is Taiwan versus Singapore, and both of our players are ready. So let us begin.
Begin we shall. So we've had a few interesting games on Pride of Altara so far.
Yeah. Definitely highlights the one where Papapanda goes for gold and then just gets wrecked.
Fakes a drone pool, yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, Papapanda, you know I like. I just like funny games, that's all.
Anyway, they cast as much StarCraft for years as you probably have Kuro. I think games like that are always going to be exciting, but here we go. Spawning in the top left position, he's dropped the heart, he is ready to go. Representing the Kasu fan club, it's a Taiwanese Terran player in the blue. One game away from winning this tournament. Give it up for KnockKnock.
Chase, he's back to his old habits, the heart is already there.
The heart is down. It's
And
ready
on the
to
other
go.
side of the map, we have the red Zerg player facing him. It is representing Platinum Heroes and the land of Singapore, Zerg player Cheoklate. That was a very complicated sentence, but we got there.
Indeed, and this time, Kuro, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to test your knowledge.
Oh no.
We have a barracks building, but the barracks is not where it normally would be placed to wall off. What does this tell us?
He's gonna float it, right?
Yes, it looks like he is going to be floating it and letting a reactor be after this Reaper, and then he can just, you know, the reactor will be a part of the wall.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have Hellions on the way.
Potentially, yeah.
Poor Kuro. Every time I say Kuro, I'm gonna test your knowledge, you just go, oh no.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You've exceeded my. Light would struggle so hard. Light would not. Light would go.
I know how the game works. I have hard time remembering like builds and stuff, especially not for Zerg. I would say if it's Zerg,
Yeah.
I can, you know, because I play sometimes, you know, it's more easier.
I'm the same. See, Light would see a second barracks and he'd say, "Oh, we're gonna see Thor's."
Look,
He's done that before.
I
So you're
mean,
beating him.
but no, but like, yeah. I feel like the thing is like when somebody points it out to me that like, oh, this is how it works, then I'm gonna remember it. But like if I'm just watching, then I have harder time like remembering information. As this Reaper is getting so low.
Is indeed. Yeah, no, just little things. As you see, that we had the reactor filling in the wall there. So we had the second barracks too. So I was wrong. It's not Hellions, but it is going to be a reactor in that wall.
There's
And we have got a factory as well.
yeah, there's actually 2 Reapers this time. That's slightly rare in CVT.
That's actually kind of interesting. I'm not too sure. I feel like this slightly delays the build. We do have a little bit more map presence, but it doesn't matter if you have 2 Reapers or 1 Reaper. Like, you know, 6 Speedlings or so will clean that up. So maybe because Cheoklate's been delaying Link's feed, he likes having a bit more presence on the map, especially not going Hellions. But yeah, curious little spot there, Kuro.
Yeah, and Chocolate does have that Overlord behind the natural of KnockKnock, so anytime he can dive in to check what's going on. And he will see all the tech that's currently being researched, as we have Steam on the way.
Yes, we do indeed. Starport reacts on the factory. This is like 2-on-1. And look at this scouting from Cheoklate. This is perfect. Sees 2 racks. He's going to see everything. And Kuro, what's his response going to be? Are we going to see an Evo Chamber drop? Yes, we are indeed. And it looks like this is a great start for our Singapore.
He's gonna go for 2 Evo Chambers, melee, the carapace, and then slow banelings. You heard it here first.
So it's funny because you're really accurate.
Yes! I'm telling you, like, once I see it, like, I will remember it, but like, you know, if I'm just watching a game, like, there's a low chance I will remember the deals.
Indeed, yeah, I'm starting to remember too, but as we see, we have 1 engineering bay at the front, and Kuro, this tells us, since he's only making 1 engineering bay, he wants to go for a timing here. His 3rd base, he's probably going to drop us at 4th and 5th barracks. He wants to do a follow-up here with +1 attack. If you wanted to do macro, you'd see a 2nd engineering bay, but yeah, Kuro, we're going to see some 2-base shenanigans, and given that Cheoklate delays his bailing speed, this could actually, you know, this could be a good build choice by KnockKnock.
Yeah, I mean, those marines are pretty strong, and if they can kite the links correctly, like, they can do a lot of damage. That said, there are a lot of queens on Chocolate's side of the map, so he has to be careful about how he does this.
Yeah, the one thing that this double Evo by Cheoklate is really good because it will actually negate the +1 timing, but here we go, Marines coming in and they're going to be forced to lift up. Does not want to lose those medevacs. Kuro, he wants to keep his units. Oh, wow!
Whoa.
That was close.
And the full medevac is the one that's like really low on health. Yeah, that's pretty
spooky. And keep in mind, like, KnockKnock, when you go for this 2-base timing, you want every unit you can afford, and I didn't like that he traded on the creep there. He traded all those Marines out, because that's going to make his push even weaker now.
Yeah, he did lose like a whole medevac of units. He did lose those 2 Reapers, which is kind of funny, because they've been there for the whole beginning of the game. And yeah, meanwhile on the other side of the map, Cheoklate is going for the Bailing Nest, and the lair is on the way! Will he click on the Bane speed this time?
I'm not sure whether he clicked on the drone button. 20 drones just made. He's got 69 drones, but we see SCV's cut for KnockKnock. And this is the timing he wants to hit with these medevacs, but he's missing some Marines because he lost about 8 of them, Kuro. Can he get much done here with this force?
Yeah, he's missing some Marines, but he also got scouted, so these links ambush him with the Queens as backup, but actually they're a little bit too far away and he's losing all of the links.
Yeah, so it's not too bad because he hit actually before +1 attack finish, and he did have +1 carapace finish on his own Zergling. So this force has been dramatically reduced, and just look at the 78 workers to 44 Kuro. I think Chocolate's in an outstanding position this game.
Yeah, indeed. Chocolate once again showing his well-rounded defense, I guess, and he's cleaning up these marine drops. So yeah, KnockKnock really has nothing to attack him with. The reinforcements are coming now with 2 tanks as well, but there are still so many links on the map.
Yeah, indeed, and I guess we kind of see there's. Yeah, again, it's just a 1 tank push. He does, I guess, want to land this 3rd base eventually with +1 armor on the way, but you know, Chocolate already has 1-1 Kuro, and these Liberators look like they could be a bit of a desperate kind of play just to kind of get some damage done, because we see no spores here.
He's making bailings. There are only a few of them this time. There's no bailing speed yet, but it's on the way. As are the upgrades, and the longer KnockKnock waits here, the worse it is for him actually, because this army will deal with his. And the Liberator goes down! Doesn't even get a kill.
Yeah, it does indeed. Fantastic moves by Chocolate there. These Marines are just chilling at the front, but again with no splash, and Chocolate, he's just massing links. This other Lib getting a couple of kills, but yeah, I think just looking at the worker count still, and the 3rd base is landed for KnockKnock Kuro. But I think that once these 2-2 upgrades kick in for our Zerg player, this game is not going to be going well for our Taiwanese Terran.
Yeah, another Liberator is getting scouted by the Lynx, so there should be forces to deal with that, as the Lynx are running straight into the Marines and tanks.
They are in a indeed, and gonna be forced to pick up and get out of there. It's kind of... Yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna see a tech choice here from Cheoklate. There we go, Hydrogen going down now, feeling comfortable. But yeah, these Liberators, they don't seem to be getting enough damage. Only 2 workers killed so far, Kuro. And I think Cheoklate, yeah, I think this game is his to lose, honestly.
For the most part, yeah, I think so. But I have to say, like, in the previous games, actually, there weren't that many Liberators, so it seems like KnockKnock is trying to adjust his strategy a little bit. But as you said, there are so many Spores and Queens that, like, they don't really get the damage. Now there's this one Medivac drop in the main, but once again, I'm not sure how much it can do while there is another attack at the east.
Yeah, the Medivac in the main getting cleaned up with the Lings. Nice little move here, but this tank, it's I don't like this Kuro. The tank's just going to get picked off, not being able to do much at all. And we see if we check the tank count now, he's got no tanks. He's transitioning the Widow Mines, he's got 4 so far. But yeah, I think as this game goes on, maybe he's going to need to drop another heart next to Kasu there, because he is in a very difficult spot as Cheoklate takes his hive.
Yeah, I have to say, like, this game, it doesn't really look good for KnockKnock. It looks like he's just losing one army after the other, and he's not really getting the damage that he wants. So, yeah, I'm almost thinking maybe he shouldn't be dropping, because, like, he just can't make big enough army for, like, a proper attack.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's kind of this conundrum. You're behind us, Terran. You have limited resources. You need to throw them and kind of get some sort of damage, because Zerg's on 88 drones, but you just can't do it. You trade worse and worse, Kuro, and you find yourself in this situation as these Medivacs get taken out at the bottom. One falls, the other one will retreat quite bruised. Sorry, I'm going away from your observer camera. I'm getting excited.
No, it's fine. It's fine. As this, ooh, that was a great Widow Mine shot, but it doesn't even cut like this army in half, and the whole Medivac with 3 other Widow Mines went down as well.
Exactly, yeah, the Medivac had the 3 Widow Mines in there, and it looks like if we look at the main force of KnockKnock, it's, you know, he's got a decent Marine count, but he's only got 1 Widow Mine. He's kind of strapped for... He's got a couple more coming in, yeah, you go, but we now see the impact of just that singular engineering bay. 2-2 is finished, and 2-2 not yet finished for our Terran player, so he'll want to hit a 2-2 timing, but with Broodlords on the way, on the horizon, as it Greater Spy is half done, Kuro. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get much done here. I'm sorry for being so pessimistic, but
I mean,
it's looking rough.
Those are some nice Widow Mine shots on the Lynx, so that, and you know, Hydras are great, but they do need their buffers, so if he manages to take out a lot of the Link Bane with the Widow Mines, he may actually be able to at least hold.
Yeah, if he gets a good fight, you know, StarCraft's one of those games where things can change on a dime. But if we just have a look, if you look at Cheoklate, the way he's set up, the moment we see a move out from KnockKnock, he's got Ling's going to counter-attack at the top and Ling's counter-attack at the bottom. He's just playing this, you know, he feels like he's taking control, but it's a lot of Widow Mines.
Yeah, he's literally setting up a minefield. Now the only queens are here on the front, so all of them are gonna fall as the Link Bane is trying to get back here.
Yeah, that's right. As we see the counterattacks coming in now, the bottom one unlikely to do much due to the planetary, but at the top, oh, that's a lot of ball. Actually, he's got Banes on both sides now, Kuro. That's when the Banelings were morphed.
I mean,
oh
obviously.
My days. Just check the top one. And as we said before, there's not enough splash. It's all on the front line, but oh,
yep.
SV does scout it. What does he do?
Nothing apparently.
Nothing, because there's something going on. Look at this spread from these Widow Mines. It's like a chessboard almost, Kuro. But the engagement happening now on both sides.
The base don't get much. Meanwhile, a lot of these links were lost to the Widow Mines, and now it's mostly Hydras. And yeah, 12 SCVs lost in total. Okay, that's damage, but a lot of them were evacuated.
Yeah, really smart moves there to run the Banelings in while engaging at the middle, but we see these mines haven't been cleaned up, Kuro. And I'd like to see KnockKnock come back and again attack from this avenue. The problem is he's not really threatening a base with this position here and with
Oh no.
Broodlords now.
Oh no.
How's this gonna go, Kuro?
Chase, there are Broodlords and Widow Mines. I repeat, there are Broodlords and Widow Mines.
Yeah, no, this is rough.
Look, all the Widow Mines are triggering on Broodlords that are being hit, like being sent on the Marines, and there's actually Marines dying to Widow Mines.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing, aren't we? We're seeing why Broodlords are considered the hardest counter to Widow Mines, and there's a Ghost transition now, but these Broods are out already, Kuro. Meanwhile, Gold Base is going to be taken, but Chocolate's just kind of chilling. He's not really pushing yet.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he has the time. He's like getting his army in order. He's getting more Broodlords, in fact, and ooh, now there's actually a lot of them, and you know, Marines are good versus Broodlords, but once they can get there. Oh.
Yeah,
The 2 snipes?
Down. Another snipe. Unfortunately, it takes 2 snipes to kill a Broodlord. This ends up wounding them. But as you see, Chris is kind of...
Ooh, did you see that? The medivac! All the medivacks went down to the splash damage of the Widow Mines. I guess with help of the Hydras, but still.
Yeah, no, this is brutal. This is very rough. So we see some snipes now. The Overseer, however, to spot these ghosts. And GG is cold and Kuro. We've got an ace match on our hands.
Yeah, we're going to a 2-2 tied up score. And the last game will decide who's the champion of today's tournament.
Well, indeed, we've gone the whole way. It's almost midnight. I'm sure, Kuro, you probably, I don't know. Is it early in the morning for you?
It's currently 3:37 p.m.
Looks like we're going to the Taiwanese server.
Okay.
3:37 p.m. Oh man, Kuro, you're fine. You're rear-ended. You can cast this all day.
I mean, I do have things to do afterwards, but it's fine. I have the time allocated for the tournament.
So good.
So are you coming to Asia? Okay.
Yes, I am here already. Yeah. Oh. Sometimes it just takes a bit of time to load in. And just to keep in mind for the viewers, we've also got a replay cast to do. So if you'd like to stick around and watch that, feel free to.
Yeah, as I was just explaining to the players because they were asking. I have this really weird bug because you know people are saying that have like trouble connecting to a specific server or like, and the thing is, if I start the NA server from the launcher, it will open normally with no issues. But if I go to NA server and then go to Europe or go to Asia and then try to go back to NA server, I cannot log in. And it will
strange,
stuck.
isn't it? Yeah.
So every time I have to go back to America, I have to close my game and open it again from the launcher.
Good fun,
It's like
Kuro.
very
Good
specific.
Good thing you don't cast international tournaments with players all over every server. That would be a struggle.
Yeah. especially like tournaments that are like, you know, between Europe and NA. Yeah, that would be an issue.
Yeah, no, that would be. But yeah, here we go. We are going to be going into a final game of this tournament. And yeah, we're going to be having...
As a little update, I currently see the predictions for this series, and it's 49% for KnockKnock and 51% for Chocolate. So actually, even in the bets, it's fairly even.
Oh, but he's got that. Wait, if you're it's a 2% advantage, right?
Yes.
Is it theoretically impossible to have a 1% advantage in a 50-50 in a 1 versus 1? You know, because if you go to 51, your opponent goes to 49.
Yes.
This is the stuff I talk about with light. I'm
Unless,
sorry,
unless
Kuro.
you do halves.
Oh, 50 point. Oh, Kuro, you're so smart. Yeah, if you have a 50.5%. Oh my god. My mind's. See, light wouldn't know that. Damn. But here we go.
Look, he's
Spawning.
doing the more important things, like admin.
Do you say that because you normally admin?
No, I mean it. Like he is the admin.
Okay,
Like
okay.
I've only stepped it up because I needed to, but like, for the most part he's the admin.
I feel you. But yeah, here we go, spawning the bottom right position of this ace match, Kuro. Playing from Taiwan on his home turf, the Taiwanese server. Is the blue Terran player, can he finish off and become our champion? Get up for KnockKnock.
The spray is present. We are okay. And on the opposing side of the map we have the red Zerg representing Platinum Heroes and the land of Singapore. It is Chocolate. There's something so satisfying about finishing intro right as the music changes. It's like, I definitely planned this.
But yeah. Blackburn Kuro. This map has gold bases.
It does.
You know what other maps have gold bases?
Pride of Altaris.
Yes.
Did I pass?
Yes.
Nice.
You know who won in Pride of Altaris?
I mean...
Yep. I'll give you a hint, it happened last game. We won Pride last game, Kuro.
Look.
Chocolate won. Oh.
Look.
I know you're just trolling everyone. I know you knew.
Look.
I'm looking, Kuro. What am I looking at?
No, wasn't a look. Look away.
Okay, look away. Oh, okay. That's okay.
Oh,
It's been a long day. It's almost midnight here and 3 PM for you.
Requiring me to think on a broadcast.
Sorry, I shouldn't do this. You're a play-by-play caster.
I mean... Hashtag not a caster, Kappa.
The exciting... No, you're doing great. You're better than Light. 100%.
Why do you keep comparing me to Light? We're nothing alike.
Because
like,
I've only...
I
guess I've... What do you want me to compare you to Steel Mode?
I mean...
you need
clearly
to
with
pop
the memory I am representing right now.
Oh, actually true. But yeah, we see Kuro. I see a heart in the main. I see 2 gases. I see a factory. And I see SCVs.
Are you...
Kuro.
Huh?
Ooh.
Huh?
See, KnockKnock, he's hiding his barracks in his starport, so it doesn't get scouted. But do you see what I see to the right of the screen? Up right, top left, top right, sorry. That's your right. Maybe go down. Yeah, do you see it?
This guy?
Yeah. Have you noticed that even though KnockKnock's trying to hide it from the scout, there's a scouting unit almost right next to
I'll
him.
be honest, as it's on the literal edge of the map, so if I didn't know Chocolate does this, I would have not seen this. It's on the literal edge of the map.
I feel like being like, Kuro, do you see what I see? And I'm just saying, no, up left. No, down. No, left, a bit more. Just having nothing I'm looking at, just want to see till you realize.
No, yeah, I realize that's what you mean. But like, this is something that Chocolate has been doing every game so far, where like he sends this overload early and just keeps it behind the base until it's time to scout.
And even the Viking doesn't catch it. The Viking's being rallied to the pillar, actually.
Yeah, because
But,
that's where you would usually find the overlord.
Meanwhile, there's like 10 roaches about to pop. We've just been talking.
Wait, what?
We've just been talking about the overlord.
Look.
But yeah, we've got an aggressive build here, Kuro, for getting number 5.
Look, we may not have the puppet, but the spirit of the puppet is still here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just distracting you. I'd be
No,
talking
it's
about
fine.
I don't think we've talked about the game until like 5 minutes for every game tonight, but
That's so
yeah.
true. We were talking about the game the whole time. What do you mean? We're just not talking about the builds.
Look, Kuro, look. I mean, you're not wrong, but
Oh,
my
these
god,
Hellions
6
are getting
ravages!
caught.
Are these things? Oh. And KnockKnock's gonna be thinking, like, where are these units going, Kuro?
Yeah, they're running somewhere, and the Viking flies right over the Ravagers. The wall is only made of depots, so it's gonna be taken down fairly quick.
Yeah, it is too, and this is gonna supply block KnockKnock if he gets another depot. Oh, actually, no, it won't, because they're not finished yet.
It's actually too tight for a roach. This feels so funny.
Meanwhile, Hellion run by the natural Kuro, both workers are gonna be falling. But so many more SCVs and drones going down. And
Yeah, the
there's a
queens
lot more
are still
scary
there at
forces.
home, so they will be able to deal with these Hellions, but the Lings are actually dying at the ramp.
Yeah, they are too, holding the choke point here. Thankfully for KnockKnock, he didn't go 3cc, he's gone for a 2-base build, but there's still a lot of ravages. And the tank, is it gonna go down?
Barely not.
Rockfire.
Not enough bias there. The command center will, the orbital event.
Oh, Kuro! The natural's gone. Remember when I said it's a good thing he didn't go 3cc?
Uh-huh.
I think he wishes he went 3cc right about now. Because he's up against a 3-base Zerg, which is 1 command center, Kuro.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, he does have 2 tanks, so that's gonna stop the Roach Ravager for now. Actually, this is just Ling Ravager now. None of the Roaches are left.
It's a lot of units, and we see even the Viking has landed to... Oh, and the Unsiege right as he moves in!
Yeah, I was ready to move, but now the Lings are flooding in. Most of them are gonna get destroyed though.
Wow, yeah, and actually those biles, he took out the wall and the Lings kind of ate those biles from the Ravagers themselves, but with these 3 tanks, even then, Kuro, I don't think without a second base, KnockKnock just kind of has to all in here with these 3 tanks. I think when these 2 medevacs pop, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, very likely he may just like drop into the main or something. I mean, there's no creep connecting the main to the rest of the bases, so it's gonna take a little bit for the forces to go there.
Yeah, indeed, and Cheoklate's army is not actually all that big. It's a handful of Ravagers which buff up that gas count, but Bayness just started now. Do you think he's pulling some boys as well, Kuro? Do you think he can get something done with this force?
I actually think so. No, yeah.
Kuro, I'm gonna say you made the right. I'm so proud of you, because I also think that he can hit a timing here. There's no splash. Well, there's Ravagers, but the 60 drones versus a one-base holding.
Cheoklate is making a ton of links right now, but before they can morph into the Banelings, like the Banelings is not even done yet. So even like once they pop, they should be able to morph, but that means they won't be attacking.
Oh, yeah, and he's gonna lose. Looks pulling the drones as well. The Ravagers coming to help out Kuro. The Spire is getting low, but can it hold?
Careful with the stutter step. He's stutter stepping so much that the tanks are not shooting, but he is killing a lot of drones.
That is indeed Kuro, and there's still no splash. There's 2 tanks. Still, these SCVs and Marines are going to be healed up a bit, even though they're bruised. But these tanks behind, are they going to get caught away? No, he does lose one.
Yeah, loses one to the links, but there's still a bit of a force left behind. And there are more link reinforcements. This army is so low on health right now.
Indeed, now Queen's coming to tank the tank shot, and I think he just might barely better hold before the reinforcements can come to assist Kuro, and he's getting pushed back.
Yeah, turns out the links were just enough to clean up this force, and now it's mostly medivacs, funnily enough.
Yeah, that's right. The army supply, even though it's even, you've got to keep in mind that there's 4 medevacs, which is 8 army supply, 16 Marines. It's kind of rallying across, and we have long distance mining SCVs. He's actually gonna
Game paused.
Uh-oh.
PP cold. Ooh, ping spike.
Yeah, that happens.
Knock
I
knock will
mean-
probably be like, oh, do you want to regame? Oh, he can't talk. Classic Kuro.
Oh. I might have just made you a spectator.
I'm gonna give you a little bad Gary face.
Thank you.
But yeah, hopefully issues can get sorted
Look,
out.
I stopped giving referee to other people ever since that one time. I don't remember who it was Milk or someone. Like, they pressed the plus button and like change or minus button and change the speed of the game. And since
Wait, you can
then,
do that?
nobody's getting referee.
I thought you could only set that at the start of the game. Yeah, can you imagine
Nope.
watching like Beyond vs Trap and doing that? Oh my gosh.
If you are a referee in the game, you can change speed at any time.
Do you want to try it out? No, I'm kidding. Don't do it.
I know that it works.
It's not
Look,
worth
I
it.
unbound it, okay? So I couldn't do it if I tried. Because I did unbind it.
So it's the plus and the minus, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to
I
try
think
this
so.
next time I play with AI. Yes, guys, it's kind of a shame because this is kind of the climax of the series, isn't it? Game 5. There's craziness going on. So unfortunately, we had some lag problems, but hopefully, Chocolate can get it sorted out.
Yeah, I do hope so. Because, I mean, both of them have a bit of an issue. Because, like, you know, KnockKnock has problems on Singapore, Chocolate has problems on Taiwan. So, like, you know, either way, it's bad for one of them. So it's very hard to do.
That's the challenge. We need to make this a LAN, Kuro.
Yes.
A weekly LAN. An Antarctica.
Hold on.
Game resumed.
Sorry for that.
But yes.
Just let me go back to the scene. I might have not pressed enter when I wanted to. That's fine.
But we have 1-1 now finished. We have also got a gold-based mining. Cool little position being taken up here, but again, just the one tank, which has been kind of the story of KnockKnock's pushes, right? Just the one tank is not very good when you're already behind. The Zin gets caught unsieged.
Yeah, the Lings are there. They are cleaning up both of the tanks, in fact, and now it's just Marines.
And it's just Marines too, and still we see no second base for KnockKnock. He's gonna float down to his natural. He doesn't want to give up, and fair play to him because this is a grand final ace match. He's actually gonna not even float the base, just pull the boys, Kuro.
Yep. He's just pulling all of the boys. Is there any left? There are mules and that one stag.
Oh yeah, there is two, and no banelings in the field, however. I think with the +1 upgrade, I don't think this Marines, even with the SCVs buffering for them, will get too much done. As we see an infestation pit on the way for Chocolate as well.
Yeah,
He feels very comfortable.
Chocolate is ready to transition. He still has a lot of links and they do surround his army. Although he does lose a bit of links every time he does that, but that's still so many of them.
Kuro! Look at this position he's got!
Yeah.
What?
Actually stopped all of the links on the ramp and he managed to clean them up and there's no more forces ready.
Kuro, I don't think we're done yet. I don't think it's over yet. Where's this Bane nest? It's so important. It's still alive. Oh. Kuro, I think we're done the moment this Bane's finish.
Hey, he did kill the spawning pool, so there's no more links coming after this.
Unless we see some insane splits by KnockKnock. And here we go on the ramp again!
Just picks up.
Yeah, thankfully Chocolate does have a Hydra Den, so can churn out units still, but that was a very dicey moment there.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Every time KnockKnock goes back, he gives more time to Chocolate, and Chocolate does have the resources and units to, build back up.
Yeah, we got it. That's right. And you see these last remnants of these sources that can't be built back up. Ball and GG Kuro. Chocolate takes the final 2-3 or 3-2.
3-2. Yeah.
Woo!
Congratulations to Cheoklate, really great plays today. Like
What a
really,
series!
congratulations to Cheoklate.
Oh, Chocolate's not even in the party anymore. I guess
Uh-oh.
he left from... He disconnected?
Uh-oh.
Relax. Maybe he went back to...
Oh,
no,
no,
he's
he's
still
here.
here. There we go.
Is Nog there? There. Don't forget to let us know what you want for prizes. There you go. Because we do have prizes for this tournament. The first place of this tournament, so that being Cheoklate today, gets either an announcer or a co-op commander or 2 Twitch subs to channels related to StarCraft. Meanwhile, the second place, being KnockKnock today, gets 1 Twitch subs to the channel of their choice. Granted, it's StarCraft related.
Indeed, yeah, and that's awesome. How it's not only, you know, just a one prize you get a choice of 3 different things. So you can tailor it to your experience. If you're a Twitch watcher, grab those subs. If you like to play a bit of co-op, and as we know, you know, these guys aren't complete try-hard 1v1 players like Asherbro and Light. They can play that, or if they just want an announcer just to mess around with, is that too. So a lot of diversity, lots of options, and we'll have to see what he chooses to pick.
Yeah, indeed. But I will say, okay, firstly, before we close this out, I want to remind you, you can look at the bracket right now. Let me quickly update the score. Yes. Cheoklate did win the series. There you go. You can see the bracket right now. We got quite a small bracket, I would say, but at the same time, like, it was a very stacked bracket with a lot of good players. And as we said, those players, those finalists in the MSO do get prizes. Now, how do we sponsor the prizes, do you ask? Well, if you put !Patreon in the chat, it will be sent to our Patreon, which is how we are able to support tournaments like this and host them every week.
That is indeed, we have to say, it's not easy kind of running these tournaments weekly. You know, it can be a bit of a drain, so we have to give a big thank you to our Patreon supporters, a lot of them regular viewers. Thank you for supporting. We can't do it without you guys, honestly, like really, literally. So we do even if you just, as Kuro said, just $1.50, $1.50, like, you guys are the reason we can have these tournaments going, and the players really appreciate that. Well, because if it wasn't for you, I guess, you know, they can't just be playing for clout, really. So thank you to our patrons. You guys are the greatest. And
yeah, thank you to all the players that showed up today, because we did get some really great games, and like we've seen a variety of styles today.
we have too, yeah, for sure. We've seen macro, we've seen cheese. I was gonna say unfortunately, but it's more like fortunately we didn't see any Protoss players. No offense, Protoss players. I'm kidding.
Okay. Sure, if that's
No
what you want to go
PvP.
for.
Hey guys, thanks for supporting us. Unless you're a Protoss, but no. Yeah, we saw some really different varied ZVZ, which is especially you know, cool in a mirror matchup, and some ZVT. KnockKnock played very strong today as well. So cool to see
Indeed.
that too.
But we're talking about all these things that happened in today's tournament, but this is not the end of the broadcast, as
No, it isn't.
we will have a replay cast. And
And I'm not sure, is Arj going to sleep or is he still around?
I mean, you can always check out the VOD. I'm just thinking, because Light is suggesting maybe we should go to a break to make cutting the VOD easier. You know what? We're gonna go for 2 minutes break. I'm not playing it up, like, just 2 minutes break. So if you guys are interested in what this time ARJ Skater sent us, because this is his third replay, and the first 2, they were something. I know
were
one of them
indeed.
included 8 starport mass BC from his opponent. And yeah,
I know another one had I think 3 or 4 robos just being churned out from the
there you go. So yeah,
Protoss mech, I guess.
so ARJ always send us some interesting ones. So if you're curious, what did he figure out this time? Check us out in like 2 minutes. Be right there.
We'll be back.